Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is Christmas. It's the holidays. Whatever you're celebrating, I hope everyone's doing great. We put another week in the books. My voice, I think, just cracked on the opening. So, folks, we're in for a feel-good Friday night. We are rocking through. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. Us two are going to run you through the weekend. It's the eve of Christmas Eve, and we already got the Bloodline coming out. We already got Mr. Roman coming out. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, including our other content. Don't forget, folks, we're here all night long. Tune in, no spoilers, and let's have a good Christmas. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. We are live. Back at it again. And the gentlemen that come more often than Santa Claus.
Pause. Wait, before you even finish that, pause on all that.
A great story here tonight, folks. And like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. This is our live stream. This is your alternative commentary to all the wrestling all week long, all year long. And dude, we are heading into the Christmas break with big smiles on our faces, a lot of milestones, a lot of happy days. But we get to do double header Friday tonight. Aew Rampage will be on the heels of WWE Smackdown. Lots of intrigue, lots of things to talk about, lots of things going on. But without further ado, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the jolliest of jolly, and I am joined by the what man himself, the gift that keeps on giving.
Right, I thought you were about to say that your chestnuts were roasting there before when you were talking about your voice crack and everything.
Right?
But yes, I am Usi Claus tonight and everything as we've got the Bloodline coming out right now. Roman leading the pack too, so Roman's there. But absolutely, Merry Christmas, what? Happy holidays, what? Happy Hanukkah, what? Happy Festivus, what? And overall, just happy Friday, what?
Right? Happy day, folks. And right. Yes,
a great day to have a great day.
Yeah, no, I think my throat is a little fucking shaky after screaming and yelling for 3 hours last night at each other. So, yeah, folks, if you haven't seen our year in review where we went over the top stories, the top news stories in wrestling, go check that out. It was a special edition of our weekly podcast, Let's Rumble. And man, it was a lot of fun. We get into pretty much everything and anything and not sticking to any type of format. So tune in for that chaos. If you haven't seen it yet, go click there after this and have some fun.
If you want to see the two of us and a brother from another mother, Mr. CJ, just kind of go at it, just, and full typical, family gathering around the holidays type fashion of just arguments at the Christmas dinner table.
That's it, dog eat dog. But Merry Christmas, Ronnie. Victor Nash, happy holidays. Hope you're doing well, sir. Welcome back. What's Damien looking forward to tonight?
The Miracle on 34th Street tag match between Braun and Rick O'Shea versus Imperium.
My name is
You can tell how off we are there because you got to that part and I was just starting. Hey, man.
Yours is a little loud, I think.
All right, that.
Because I could figure out where you were based on hearing it.
Fair enough. Well, it's because when the wise man speaks, you kind of get quiet at times.
You kind of turn it up a little. It's hard not to listen to Heyman. First, looking forward to the Christmas street fight. There we go. Join our Discord, folks. The link is below. It might not be the right one, so use this one.
No, I know that it is. I'm not CJ.
Okay, there we go. Shots fired. But yes, go join our Discord, folks. Start lighting that up. It's still in its baby steps, but shout out to
absolutely, just like the channel is as a whole and everything. If you haven't done so already, be a friend, tell a friend. Especially when I was saying the exact opposite of that, where we're still just a baby in this game and everything, and we're just on the precipice. I wanted to hit the 1.1, the field goal post for subscribers before Christmas. So right now, I think we're like 10 away, maybe or so. 9 away. So, folks, I know that there's more than 9 people watching right now, and I know you hopefully got more than 9 friends. So, or at least family members
Combined,
we see over the
combined.
holidays. Combined.
I
Accusations. But so absolutely, be a friend, tell everybody as you know that we are here covering anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling.
Absolutely, folks, and it's been a ball of a year. We're looking forward to the gigantic balls of a year. Pause. But we've had a amazing year. But right now, Paul's in the ring with the Bloodline. He's doing his thing as always. He's as smooth as butter. This guy doesn't miss a beat with that microphone. And
it's interesting because on Raw, the Bloodline went through and was destroying everything like the NWO used to do on WCW. Yeah, so we were wondering how they were going to handle that situation on SmackDown because they're still building up, and that's what Paul's talking about now is that tag match that they set up for next week with KO and John Cena versus Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Sami Uso.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sami Uso. Now, remember, it was supposed to be a big day for Sami last week, and, Roman said we got a KO problem, and his solution was going to be forcing KO into a tag match against Roman and his former or only friend, according to Sami. And little did they expect that John Cena would be the one. They're chanting Sami as they hand the mic to Roman.
Sorry. I'm telling you, Sami's going to be the one to take the title at this point. He's Daniel Bryan. He's Kofi Kingston. He's natural. And unlike with Eddie Kingston in AEW, Triple H won't drop the ball. It's crazy, though, too, because Roman's still over as hell, too. Like the second he's out there saying of how I'm going to just smash somebody, right? The crowd pops. Pause.
Yeah, they're all over, but it's just interesting, right? Like they listen to Paul. Paul goes to hand the mic to Roman, and everyone starts chanting Sami. Like it's crazy.
The Bloodline is the best faction, I would say, that WWE's done since the Shield.
Fair enough. And I mean, at this point, they've been this dominant. They're almost eclipsing the Shield. I mean, that would be a fun debate.
Right, especially because Roman v. Roman. But who wins? The tribal chief or the big dog? Pause.
I can stand the big dog, so he's already one up.
Woof, woof. Sammy's got the mic now. Ooh-see. It's the holidays. Well, and did you see that whole thing that WWE did to, like 'twas the night before SmackDown?
Yeah.
That was Sami.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
It was funny because I actually saw some people put out a couple older ones, and I was like, hey, like the couple ones I had like old cartoony kind of same idea. But I kind of made me smile.
Sami saying how he found family with the Bloodline.
They love me. They love me.
I'm telling you, the moment too that they turn on this man and what's going to happen, it's going to be one of the most heartbreaking things we've seen in professional wrestling in quite a while.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be good. You have the crowd so into him. So to watch him get decimated and picked apart, and if they do it properly, you may get a few tears.
Oh, I think you will get more than a few tears. I think you'll get the camera cuts of, the little kid in the front row with an honorary Usos shirt, tearing up and everything. And then they'll cut to the guy wearing the same shirt 5 rows back, tearing up as well. But this has really and I know Sami's super talented and everything, and everybody's known that since El Generico, all of that. But this has really established Sami Zayn as one of the top guys in WWE.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's finally in the most unexpected of ways, right? Like where Sami kind of felt for a long time in the WWE, where he was just going to kind of be lost in the middle, kind of get shuffled through, semi-serious storylines. And all of a sudden he kind of just fell into this and he got it over. So, it made me laugh because he just one segment after another segment after another. And all of a sudden now, they're chanting for Sammy over the world champ. He just called himself Sammy Uso.
And then just screamed, "We are the show." You thought your voice cracked earlier. That man's voice cracked all the way.
He means that shit.
Right.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah.
Is it crazy though because of how Sammy looked before when he knew it was going to be KO and Sammy that he was facing? Of you had that everybody shared that picture around to where Roman's in front of him smiling of like, okay, fine, I'm gonna smash you, and Sammy looks genuinely nervous,
right?
And then now like upset, and then now he's out here. We are the show. We're gonna smash you. All of that.
I guess that it comes down to a question now for Sammy is, does he walk the walk? Right. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Sammy shuts it down.
Better hype man for Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn or Paul Heyman?
It's shit. I mean, it's a different animal. I mean,
Flip
nobody's better than Paul, right? Now it's a different animal.
Roman's consoling Sammy too of like, you did it good. You did good, sport. That's the thing. It's almost like this like cult thing now, I feel like, with Sammy and the Bloodline. Of they're just dragging him into deeper water, and you're getting a little bit closer, and you get a little bit closer, and Roman's sitting there talking into the camera as he's.
It was a little creepy, actually. It was a little.
No, I'm telling you, I love it because it's like I said, you're dragging him into deeper water. So when he stabs that knife in his back, it's just going to be that much more heartbreaking.
Okay, question of the night so far: does Top Dollar try a tope?
Tope on insufficient funds.
That is there, buddy. Yeah. Does he go for it?
I wonder if he faints at it and like he goes like he's gonna go for it, and he kind of whoas when he gets to the ropes and stops himself. Because I mean, you even saw. I mean, obviously we have the clip out and everything of to where I labeled it the tope insufficient funds because the man's Top Dollar, but that man only had 50 cents in the bank.
Do not collect $200. Do not pass.
Right. Do not pass go. Do not jump over the top rope. But even like Mark Henry was taking shots. Like that's become such a now. We almost talked about with our award show coming up on Saturday and everything. That almost could have won for Botch of the Year. I know Chris Jericho hates that term, but
I think it's going to make the list.
Now. Oh yeah,
it's going to be a late shoe in. But yeah, I mean, Top Dollar. I mean. Listen, I mean, us bigger fellas, you can't just do shit like
Physics,
that.
You fickle bitch.
Yeah, right?
Sometimes when you're a little too big, you go a little too, you're trying to defy gravity. All that's missing with that clip is, I believe I can fly. Bang! You hung up on the top rope.
I'm pretty sure your audio and your visual just glitched for a second. So
lovely.
Listening to you sing and everything. It's beautiful, by the way.
The voice of an angel, so I've been told.
I was just about to say, a voice of an angel.
The voice of a generation. Maybe a generation of deaf people, but the voice of a generation.
Damn. But that being said, we are in our first commercial break, folks. The Bloodline did open the show. I like the opening of the show. Good energy. Roman's over. The Bloodline's over. Paul's a genius. Sammy is the biggest babyface in all of wrestling. Period.
Right.
Give me MJF, Sami Zayn. Let's go.
Wait till 2024. It could happen.
There you go. All right. Lauren giving some Christmas love from the fam.
Lauren, Bobby, JV, Larry, Mike, Damian, Bobby, Terrence, everybody. What up?
Bobby acknowledges Jack Sheet, by the way.
Jack Sheet? I know Jack Sheet.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Good guy. President of a paper company. Merry Christmas,
Charmin.
I have a feeling Top Dollar's next botch will be a Frankenstein. No, don't let him do that.
No, don't you put that evil on me, JV Bobby.
Somebody die. I mean, again, it's so funny to see how it played out. But again, it's like, is that spot even going to be necessary? Did you need to do the tope? Can't you just, it's a regular Friday night show, nothing special.
I mean, he just kind of thought he could. Sometimes you think you can reach for the stars and, you can achieve everything and all that. And then sometimes Life just says, "Gotcha, bitch."
Well, I mean, again, he said his foot gave out, which could be true. I mean, you know, you get a little nervous.
Gravity gave out. That's what what the fuck gave out.
And I don't want
the ring rope almost gave out.
Yeah, my ass ain't topaying over nothing anytime soon.
Right.
But I mean, it is funny when you see a pro wrestler fucking he didn't get but fucking an inch off the ground.
And I get everybody's gonna know certain people are gonna be like, well, guys, it's they're performing live, but you can do it. Yeah, I get that, but still, it's the same thing of whether you right now walk outside and see somebody fall and bust their ass on the ice and everything like that. Funny is funny. Sometimes it's just funny to watch people fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, I mean,
right.
I mean,
but so we're getting the Usos versus Hit Row for the undisputed tag team titles coming up.
Is this that's where I was going with this. So yeah, get your predictions in. But is this not weird? This book?
No, it's an easy win for the Usos, is what it is.
It better be.
On a side note, real quick though, now after seeing Swerve with Rick Ross and Parker Boudreaux and buff ass Tom McDonald or whoever the hell that was with them and everything, I almost wonder if like which group is worse right now, if that group or Hit Row?
Oh, no, I think it's that group. No, I think it might be this group just because at least they have Swerve.
Yeah, true.
Right, but the other time, the other two might pull it way down. And listen, it really hurt my optimism in humans when I saw people literally blowing like comments up on posts about this segment that were like, "This is fire. We love it. This is lit. It was so good." It really, really made me question where we're going with this planet.
Tribalism at its finest.
It was bad. It was one of the worst things of 2022. That should make the botch list with AJ.
Well, see, you know what I find interesting now of this that I've seen in everything of Shane Taylor's now commented on that whole thing and said, you know, competition's one thing, but when you mess with family, that's a whole other. So we might see Keith Lee and Shane Taylor teaming back up together to go at this whole thing, which that I'm fine with.
Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Moguls.
You get Shane Taylor and Keith Lee out as a tag team in AEW. Dude, tell me they're not going to throw the fucking Acclaim from pillar to post.
That's not a bad show at all.
Right. As we're kicking off with Jey Uso and Ashante the Adonis.
Kick him in the face, Jay.
As man's just dancing on him.
Yeah, nobody cares about Hit Row at all. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit Row. Anybody? Anybody a thumbs up on Hit Row? Hit Row. Hits flow.
Hits flow.
Hits flow.
I think Keith Lee is regretting not signing with WWE. Maybe we're getting towards, you know, the end of maybe big old Keithy's contract and everything. We already pretty much, I feel it's certain with the FTR losing to the Gun Club, and then they're probably going to drop the IWGP tag titles on January, that they're done.
Well, dude, what does wrestling look like if Miro, Punk, FTR, because you can't tell me that FTR wouldn't, if FTR knows they're coming back to WWE, you can't tell me they wouldn't look at their buddy Punk and say, listen, man, I think we can do something special here.
They've said they wanted to work with Cody as Jamie and Top Dollar in the ring and Jay gets the Steve.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Cody was in some type of Four Horsemen revivals idea?
I could see it. You have, that makes perfect sense already right there. Three of them, of Cody and FTR. It's now almost becomes, who do you add as the fourth?
Right. And I mean, again, I keep saying like Punk would be a great counterbalance to that. So
Punk would just be great, honestly, if he could, not lose his shit in a month.
But what an insane change to the landscape in wrestling. You have Cody Rhodes return from injury. You probably have two or three other returns at least coming at Rumble. You're currently building up people that have just returned. And then if you were to bring back 4 or 5 big names really quick in 2023, heading into Mania, that's not bad. Not bad. That's good for business.
I will still just present this as a counter argument because we've bashed Tony for this and everything. Because right now WWE is at 18 total returns so
That's
far, I
true.
believe,
Mhm.
since Hunter's taken over. So if we've talked about Tony doing too many returns, too many, oh, look at who we just signed and everything. Granted, I feel one may be booking them better than the other, but
Possibly.
that's here or there because Hunter's been reported as saying he's disappointed with guys he's re-signed as well. But does it become too many returns? Too many we're relying on that return pop, that, oh, hey, look at who we brought back. Like Christ, we saw it with Miriam, there was almost no reaction.
Mhm.
With Jonah, Bronson Reed, there was almost no reaction. There was reaction from guys
Yeah.
like us, like
Yeah.
we popped on stream and everything when we saw it.
Candace got a loop.
But in the arena, it was crickets.
Yeah, no, I think part of that was the situation he was in. And again, it does go to show there are a big collection of WWE fans that just watch that WWE product. So a lot of them are like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
I feel like though they might have like, I mean, the man was on WWE TV before, but I guess it shows how many people were watching NXT.
Right? That's the thing. It's interesting. So, and I mean, I think you're right. There is a limit where you can't just sign everybody, and I think that's where you saw what Tony did. He just went,
Right.
he ran his arm across the shelf in the supermarket and filled up the cart, and then realized he didn't have a place to put all of it. Right? Like,
Right.
So I mean, I think there's a limit, but I think if you have an opportunity to bring in an FTR, Miro, maybe Andrade comes back, and then maybe Punk's on the table. It's hard to say no to those names, even if you have
Royal
to
Rumble is going to be the
maybe you
biggest
let
thing.
Hero go.
Well, Royal Rumble is going to be it's going to be interesting the first round of cuts under Papa Paul as well. But
I have a
the
list.
Royal Rumble is going to be super interesting because we've had, like we've talked about in the Rumble and everything, we've had those certain lists that get leaked and what have you of how accurate are they, or we've talked about the potential of a Cody return, or you've even pitched, that's where Punk shows up. It's the most, as a professional wrestling fan that I can remember, the most of you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the unpredictability of it all is insane. And I mean, you think about it where you're like, shit, they could go to like a 40-person Rumble at this point, at least in the men's. But
then Braun would have to defend the world's the greatest Royal Rumble, whatever, title that he won over in Saudi.
Do bring it back. You get the belt.
Yeah, because you can't beat Roman for a title, so you win that title.
The Rock's coming to fight Roman, so you just get this belt.
They turn it into a giant Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Jesus. But right now, Top Dollar's kind of pulling on Jay's beard.
Yeah.
Oh, Spine Buster.
Oh.
Spine Buster. B-FAB at ringside cheering him, cheering on Top.
Yeah, we've got Sammy at ringside for the Usos as well.
Right. Now, I think Ashante Adonis has some upside and some potential, but I don't know.
It's interesting how Top Dollar's always kind of proclaimed himself to be the leader of this group, what have you, even when I guess Swerve was there, but he's never been mentioned outside of hosting a show on A&E as the guy that is going to be the leader of is the guy that's going to be the single star out of this group.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's kind of just a straight up tag team. Like, you can't really think of them as a faction. It's just a tag team with.
But I'm saying Swerve was the breakout star. You just were saying how Ashante's got potential and everything, but Top Dollar's the leader.
Yeah,
no one's waiting for a singles run from Top Dollar.
No, and I don't even have that vibe from him. That's where I said, like, it really kind of feels like it's not a faction. It's just a tag team. I guess he's the leader, but yeah, I mean, they're just a tag team.
Adonis off the top rope with a crossbody for a 2 count. Now setting up for a super kick. Jimmy caught him.
Ow!
What was it? Juice, 51 degrees in Florida. Seriously, that's what you come this way and see how well that does. I'll take that. Actually, interesting enough, I had that earlier today, and now it's like 32 and going to keep going lower.
And a shit ton of snow.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
See, and then Scott follows it up with -11 in Minnesota. So I see your 51 and I show you -11.
Yeah.
Perspective, folks.
Right. All right. Oh.
Grace, what
Gets
up?
yanked out of the
Bobby,
ring.
what up?
Roll up. Roll up. You got to be nervous with those roll-ups. Super kick by Adonis.
Most dangerous move in professional wrestling. Roll up into a super kick. -2 in Ohio, Dale says. Are we going to start playing high or low of who's the coldest right now?
Tune in. You get weather updates here too.
Right. We got, Christ, we've had UFC updates. We've had NFL updates. We've had multiple shows updates. Now we're getting weather updates. We're covering everything.
We covered all.
They covered all, baby.
Oh, sorry, not for us. Top guys at the WWE, good for them. I think so.
Super kick from Jimmy.
Oh, Adonis struggling. No, he's got both Usos.
Top Dollar's got Jimmy up, but the leg's giving out. Now he's going to grab both guys.
There's literally people in the crowd with their arms crossed. Like, just crossed. Just like, look at the unimpressed crowd with this shit.
But they're just no one's like.
Oh, we got a one heavy D.
The 1D.
The one heavy D, my friend.
Yeah, one heavy D. Got nothing but love for you, baby.
Right. What's up, Grace? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. We got
3 count, and the Usos retain, and I think that's part of it. If no one thought Hit Row was really going to win that match.
All right, so now you can get your future endeavor on.
Oh no. NXT.
Yeah, that might be better.
Or Christ, if you call, I almost don't want to do this, but if you call up Carmelo Hayes and Trick and you put them leading Hit Row or what have you, and you just make it a big, I know Carmelo Hayes just works even completely solo if you don't want to fully sandbag him with a
faction. You know what? I think if you brought up Carmelo Hayes and had Adonis, Carmelo Hayes, Trick, and AJ wasn't in the picture, or AJ was more of just like the Diesel type and didn't do a whole lot and definitely wasn't doing fucking topes, you might be able to pull something like that off.
Fair enough.
Do you think KO will leave WWE in 2 years? Probably not.
No, he's already come out and said he plans on staying with the company.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's content, and I mean, they're paying him very well.
Right. And I will say, though, folks, I know the chat's been blowing up and everything like that, and it is the holiday spirit and everything, but we did miss any of your comments or anything like that. There's the super chat option there and everything as well. So that way it pulls it right up there for us and everything. So we make sure we don't miss it. You got something you really want to let us know. If you got a nice holiday message you want to send us off into the Christmas spirit with.
He will be. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Kurt. I almost called you someone else. Nick, completely agree. But folks, I was going to say Christmas and Nick all at the same time. So that was funny.
Yeah.
That being said, we are in a replay of Gunther and Ricochet, a hell of a match. Probably the match of the week last week amongst all the shows, perhaps.
Easy.
A really, really solid match. And of course, now we got we're gonna have a street fight tonight, and Braun has teamed up with Rick O'Shea. In case we were wondering if Braun was a heel or a babyface, we can be confident at this point.
Well, we're getting the Miracle on 34th, street fight tag team match and everything, because of course we're gonna still set up for Gunther versus Braun Strowman, because for whatever reason, Gunther fears no man except for Braun Strowman. Brawny the Strowman. Of course, it's the Christmas season. Of course, we get an appearance from Brawny the Strowman.
Well, right? Fucking abominable.
Gold, Yukon Cornelius. That's Sammy.
Pat will be back.
Yes, he will be after the college football season. So I think they said it like maybe January, February-ish. So he's going to be back soon. Then they play that shuffle game of, granted, we're always the alternative commentary when they have guys like Kevin Patrick and all of that. And 100%, we should get thrown in that show game as well and everything. But now you've got, where do you fit Pat back in?
You'll probably put Pat back with your most senior guy just because. And I think people were okay with Cole and Pat working together.
Pat and Graves wouldn't make Raw bearable.
I think Pat and Graves would be awesome together, especially if Pat will have to be the color guy whether he likes it or not.
Right, I mean, Corey can lead it.
I think Corey can lead, and again, I think he can definitely lead better than he's leading a lot of Raws now, and I think that's why they're content right now. They have to be aware of the same shit we are with Kevin Patrick, and I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. Merry Christmas, Kevin Patrick. But that all being said,
the only man that's made me miss Saxton.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He's a stopgap though. Like he's just like. We know he sucks, but give him a month, and then we can switch him back to the back. Maybe
next we are getting sorry.
Maybe it's just Corey and Saxton. They switch them.
Oh, but you're switching Bland with Bland. No offense, Byron. But
I know.
Who has managed to survive the longest.
Minus 2.
We're getting the women's gauntlet match coming up next to determine who's the next contender to face Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, so six women. I hate gauntlet matches. To me, they always seem silly. I would rather see like a 6-way match. Let's go, or do a little mini tournament kind of thing. But I've never liked gauntlet matches.
They're interesting, well, because they're interesting on you have to build towards it. You can't kind of just roll it out there of like, here's these 6 women, unless you're going to really tell a good story throughout the match and you've got a really good baby face who can run the whole kit and caboodle, or a heel that's going to sneak out that last win. It's very interesting to try and book it. But yeah, so we've got Raquel, Tegan Knox, Xia Li, the mystery attacker for damage control. So
yeah, interesting, right?
Right. Is damage control expanding, or did they just remember, hey, we have that Xia Li girl on the roster, let's have her do something?
Nothing's been confirmed or denied at this point. We have no quite understanding of what the message that was being sent there or what it means long term. So we just wait and see on that one. I mean, a lot of people, I think on the stream, we joked, we were like, maybe it's Xia Li, and then it was, and we were like, oh.
Right. But then we've also got Mandy's best friend there, Sonya Deville, in the match, which that's got to be interesting to still be working at WWE after your friend just got released. And then speaking of friends, we have Ronda's best friend there, Shayna Baszler. So does Shayna win and we get, the finger poke of doom spot?
Right, that would be even better, but no, don't do that. And
no, don't do that. I immediately regret everything I just said.
Yeah, take it back. I don't think Shayna Baszler is going to win, unfortunately, and I do, like I said, for the first time since Ronda Rousey's been in the WWE, I actually don't mind her as a WWE talent. Now we'll see if she gets better in the ring at some point. That would be nice. But what she's doing here is being just an absolute bully, an absolute, troublemaker, just really shitting on all the nice people. It works. It works well. Her with Shayna works well. Keep this going. So I don't think Shayna's going to win.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So who do you think wins? As I'll click through some of these, because JV's wanting Eva Marie to be the leader of Toxic Attraction, which
JV.
Hell to the no.
No, we're not cool if you're going to say things like that, JV.
Like Larry said, Eva Marie can't even interview without messing up.
Fuck. Eva Marie's like a bag of chips. And you open it up and you realize there's way less in there than you thought.
A whole lot of air.
Whole lot of air.
Xia was announced as the hooded figure because everyone thought it was Mandy. They wanted to put a cold bucket of water on that. So we can get into the whole Mandy thing, but I feel like we've touched on that before. I think at the end of the day, it has to deal with the fact that they have the contract with Mattel and it's a toy company. So that's where it ends.
It's not personal. Again, I don't know the full story. So I know a lot of people like to jump off cliffs and then follow as many sheep off that cliff as quick as possible. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for me, I always want to know more. I want to know more of the picture. But again, we don't have to get too far into it. We are on a commercial break here on SmackDown. We do have a women's gauntlet match coming up. If you want to make a prediction, give us your prediction. If you're lazy and you just want to give us like the initial of the person,
give us a letter.
Give us the first letter of their name.
Give me an A. Give me a B. Give me a C.
ASSHO.
I'm an ASSHO.
DC, more like Chelsea Green, Cardona, no Eva Marie. Yeah, I mean, will they get a new leader? Will they just be a tag team?
Do they just stay as a tag team? That's the thing. Well, again, it goes like what I was talking about with Hit Row of you still see another breakout star in Toxic Attraction, and it's Gigi Dolan. It's not JCJ, no offense, girl, but it's right now in this moment, it's Gigi Dolan. So yeah. Do they still just keep them as a tag team and maybe they bring them up and just stabilize the main roster women's tag titles? And then it becomes Gigi's kind of way to, rise up.
Yeah, I think at some point Gigi will have that moment, and it's no offense to anybody. It's just Mandy was the star of the show. Gigi was clearly the standout, breakout of the group. And unfortunately for Jane, it just was what it was. But we are starting this gauntlet match off with Emma, the returned Emma, who's been
who should beat Tennille Dashwood.
And she is going up against Xia Li to start this gauntlet match. So if you want to give us a prediction on this portion of the gauntlet match, let's do that.
Right. We'll take it step by step.
Ooh, baby.
Here, Sonya Deville wins with from help from her new faction, Toxic Attraction. VHS moment, I stamp it. That I've seen people kick that rumor around and everything. To me, it goes back to like your question though: does Toxic Attraction need a leader?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like it all depends. Like if they're just staying in NXT right now, or they're trying to work an angle, maybe it is a fact of they just pop up. Listen, maybe they pop up and join Baszler and fucking Ronda and at least have some, solid in-ring tag capabilities in a four-lady.
I think Sonya could join Shayna and Ronda, and you just have kind of the three women of MMA there. Anthony says, "Hi, KJ Nick. What did I miss on SmackDown? I've been doing stuff with family the whole day." Well, I guess shout out to be expected around the holiday season, but all you missed so far was a Bloodline promo, and the Usos went over Hit Row, and now we've got the women's gauntlet match kicking off.
That's it. And as I said, we got Emma, Xia Li. Let us know. Z for Xia, E for Emma, Emelina, Dashwood.
Yeah, Emelina. You got to do the dance.
So who do you think is going to win the gauntlet match? I mean, I feel like they've been picking on Gonzalez a lot, so it kind of feels like that's where that's going for sure.
That's where you think it goes? Is that your pick?
Yeah, I think
so. What's your pick? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'll go.
I gets the 3, by the way, on a tornado head kick. It eliminates Emma. But
Emma's not having a big return other than she's allowed to.
Outside of she's
with Madcap.
Madcap Moss's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And a fan apparently told me that she likes calling him Madcap.
Cool. Keep it in the bedroom. But my pick, I guess, right now is out for this since you picked Raquel. I think Tegan Knox, the female Jeff Hardy at this point, Miss double ACLs herself there, is going to end up picking up the win because she's paired up with Liv. We've got the whole Liv and Tegan kind of rivalry-ish going with Shayna and Ronda. I could see Liv's already had her shot with the belt. Maybe Tegan just finally, she comes back and she climbs the mountain and all that.
How do you feel about Tegan's kind of new look overall?
Like I said, it's interesting. The second I saw it, and it still to this day reminds me of just Jeff Hardy went like early 2000s Jeff, like facing the Dudleys and Edge and Christian.
All right. So just to keep you updated, we got Tegan Knox, Xia Li in the ring. So you can, again,
We're on stage 2 of this gauntlet match. So give us your prediction. 2. And we're on night 5 of Christmas week, I guess, on the channel.
Night 5 of Christmas week. Tomorrow
we still got the award show coming up. Nice little, Christmas Eve afternoon special. We do our end of the year Christmas award show.
Right. So we're looking forward to it. The four lifeys, the 6 month
Well,
four lifeys
son of a bitch.
was a really great show for us. So we're really looking forward to doing the year-end awards. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. We got a lot to get through, but we're going to, as always, it's a good time. It's a nice party here on the channel. And here's my pick coming out now because Xia Li picks up 2 pinfalls.
Right. So my pick, Tegan Knox, already out. Just pinfall number 2 in this.
So it seems like there's some favorable booking going Xia Li's way.
Right. Absolutely. Well, like Small Mark even says right here, they're pushing Xia Li. It's interesting.
Really. Could Xia Li eliminate Raquel? She's got a.
Is it interesting Raquel's even here with her magical Wolverine healing powers of the fact that she broke her arm not 2 weeks ago, and now she's back here and she's ready to compete. She's good to go. Do an armbar and end the match.
2 weeks ago, she broke her arm. Last week, they kicked the shit out of the arm just for shits and giggles. So, yeah, she's a strong woman, man. She got a nice brace on her elbow. She's ready to go.
She's got the Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow, I guess.
The bionic elbow is in the house.
It's just, and I get it. Obviously, it's a kayfabe injury, what have you. But still, none of us are doctors or anything like that or have any sort of medical degree. But I know if you tell me someone broke their arm, it takes more than 2 weeks to heal a fucking broken arm.
Yeah,
I watch sports, goddamn.
Even from the experiences of playing doctors, 2 weeks was still not enough. Right. Anyway, folks, we are on another commercial break. The Gauntlet match continues. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. That's Nick. I'm KJ. And we do this all the goddamn time. Like we said, we will be back tomorrow for our first annual award show. We're looking forward to it. I mean, we did the half-year ones, but this is our first time doing an annual Golden KJs. The man.
I'm froze. I know I am.
You're glitchy a little bit. But yes, folks, we will run through that. And then we're back Monday all the way through the week. We will have all your wrestling leading you right into 2023. I almost said 2. And yes, as we turn the calendar over, January is going to be insane. We can't wait for the Royal Rumble season, one of the most anticipated, one of the highest selling Royal Rumbles of all time, if not the highest selling now, I think, maybe. But it is an insane time for wrestling. We will be in WrestleMania season, and this channel cannot wait to get to 2023. 2022 was very generous to us, and we appreciate everyone out there. So, yeah, I'll probably repeat some of this later, but like, subscribe, share, and we appreciate anybody if you just take that link and let everyone know we are here doing it. If they're wrestling fans, I'm not sure if Nick is just letting me talk or if he's a little frozen, but
call him A, call him B.
Little A, little B. But yeah, we are coming out of the commercial break. And again, if you want to talk about anything, AEW, Impact, New Japan, you name it, we cover it. But if like that, chat up, don't be shy. This is the channel for fans, by fans. And yeah, it's been a ball bringing you all these live streams.
Absolutely. I'm trying to make sure I can't tell because Mother Nature is a bastard out there right now with the wind.
You're back.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, so I'm good. Anyways, I'll stay as good as long as I can, I guess. I was out here trying to be the hand model for, yes, the Golden KJs and everything like that we have coming up tomorrow and all of that. We're going to be dressed to the nines 100%. Nobody puts on an award show like we do. But we're back in action now, folks, with Raquel Rodriguez, the bionic woman out here with the with the Wolverine healing bionic elbow versus Xia Li.
Xia Li has been on a tear, and yes, she is getting a bit of a push. She is getting a bit of a rub, and I guess she's making the most of it because listen, as far as her overall presentation, her attitude, I didn't like her doing like the martial arts routine coming down the aisle way. I thought that
you didn't like her being the savior, the protector of everybody.
Yeah. No, I didn't like it at all. It was just kind of weird. And I mean, I like what she's doing now. And I think she's very intent in the ring.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's a very fast-paced, hard, kind of strong style way of wrestling and everything. And it works because outside of the few that kind of really do stuff like that, like Aew, Oscar, all of that, that it makes it kind of stand out a bit more. Raquel with a brisk jog into a body splash and everything, but as she rolls up for a 2 count, is anyone else surprised like I am that Raquel's even in this match? Of you're supposed to be out here selling a broken arm or an injured elbow, but she's very clearly got it as she, props herself out for the splash off the top rope there. A-Town, what up? The question is, will Nick read "'Twas the Night Before Whatness" tomorrow? Oh, Christ. I mean, I can give you, I guess, a brief taste with that. I don't know if we'll be doing that, but, 'twas the night before Whatness, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a CJ. Oh, God. Is Deville in this match? I believe so, as Raquel gets the 3 on Xia Li, so Raquel advances. So who we got coming out next to face Raquel? Yeah, she's already, again, holding at the arm and everything, so... Oh, shit, I even forgot Liv was in this match. But so Liv out here right now. So we've got a fresh Liv who is just coming off of a former title reign and everything like that. Just challenged, I believe, Ronda not too long ago for the title, versus Raquel with the bionic elbow that she's kind of at this point stopped selling. So who you got, folks? You're welcome, Larry, for what? Trust me, I know. Same here in NY. Lauren, it's cold as hell here in Louisiana. A-Town, I don't know if we're going to start getting this whole what's cold where and everything conversation, because we've already had people say, negative 11s and negative 2s and all of that. As you saw, I was all glitching up because Mother Nature's, rocking like a hurricane outside my door here. Oh, Raquel caught her going for the hurricane run-up. Got her set up for a powerbomb, and yeah, you're not doing this with a bad elbow. Like, I'm sorry, but I hate to be full keeper of kayfabe, but goddamn, roll up for a 2 count. Yeah, Larry, I think, or A-Town, sorry, I think cold is perspective at this point. Of y'all get, warm weather all the year round versus some of us that just kind of live in the cold. I have Raquel Rodriguez dethroning Ronda Rousey, so you have it going all the way to there. As we were getting right now, both women rolling up, backsliding into pinfalls, all of that, everybody for 2 counts. Did Liv just noogie her? I don't know. She may have. I mean, halfway for a second thought Liv might have been busted open somewhere, but I'm not sure. Where's the Diva Santa costume? Vince, of course you would be asking about some shit like that. You need to stay your ass home there, Vince. You've already seen our video telling you to keep your ass on home there. No, I'm just kidding. How you doing tonight? I'm surprised that that's not... Well, that's very much an Attitude Era, maybe even a Tony Khan thing. Maybe we'll see that tonight on Rampage, as we'll see, Tay Mello or something like that come out in a little Santa get up. Sonya Deville leading Toxic Attraction. Good luck with that, Sonya. Bobby, why do you say that? As Raquel with a back body drop as Liv was going for a rear naked choke as we head into commercial break. So how y'all feeling right now so far, folks? How are you feeling the week? The Christmas week has been so far when it comes to wrestling. I know it's normally kind of their, we just kind of almost pack it in at this point, or, maybe at times they try and throw out something there that really catches your eye. If they know that people are going to just be sitting at home, here, let me share this clip around. Let me share that clip around. A little bit like how the NBA does Christmas Day games and everything. But how are you feeling so far with this week in wrestling, of everything's being the holiday bashes and just overall, how's your holiday week going, I guess? Thomas, what up? Yes, Liv did know you her. I'm going to be careful with using that word, but yes, that is still, that's interesting that y'all caught that. I have much respect for y'all who lives up north during the wintertime. Absolutely. Put some respect on my name. What? Roman really looks like Jason Momoa on the graph. Well, I mean, we've already seen Henry Cavill not coming back for DC. We've already heard the whole thing about The Rock, about him at least not being in phase 1 for DC. So it's interesting that, you know, maybe if Jason Momoa isn't Aquaman anymore, maybe we'll just get Roman Reigns to kind of dip his toe into Hollywood of, hey, Rock, you just left DC, I'll go there and do that. Because so far we've seen The Rock invest heavily in Black Adam in the DC cinematic universe, which you see how that's going. Young Rock, which the ratings are tanking, and his big hope that he's waiting to make the comeback and is going to surprise and shock everybody is the XFL. If that doesn't just sound like you're trying to revive TNA with Vince Russo and Dixie Carter, I don't know what does. But good on you. Sad, very sad. Jets lost to the Jags. Yeah, how about them Bills though, JV? What?
How about them Bills?
What?
How about we're in another commercial? I feel like we're getting a lot of commercials tonight. So
little bit.
This is another one. Like, I always find a gauntlet match will take the energy out of a show. It just goes on.
But see, every time somebody's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but every time that somebody says something like that, I think of a gauntlet match. Now, recently, I think of the one where Kofi won his spot into Mania with that.
True. Did that not go like a whole hour?
But that's the thing is, you felt you pulled from, you had built to that story.
And I will give you credit. Like, I mean, that is an example of a gauntlet match that worked because you were so behind.
Right.
When you have 6 people just put together like this, you're like, it's tough.
Oh, absolutely.
And Sonya is going to be the last contestant up to bat today. What?
I thought Shayna was in this one. I'm off.
No Shayna. Sonya.
I was close. Had an S. Small mark. I'd rather a battle royal than a gauntlet. But that's another trope that's used so much of Christ. How many times has Dolph Ziggler done the skin the cat spot?
True.
At this point, it's almost the Dolph Ziggler spot, not the Shawn Michaels spot.
I think it's the same thing with Kofi. Like we talked about it. We kind of rolled our eyes when he was the first person to say, I'm going to be in the Rumble. We're like, oh.
All right. So the Kofi spot at entrant number 10, 11, around there.
Gone not long after that. Look, last year he eliminated himself because he couldn't make the jump.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, his feet hit the ground and he went to the guardrail.
I was going to say, what has he done so far? He's
the best part.
Hopped across on the chair. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but the best part of that botch was the ref, because the ref knew what was supposed to happen. The ref was like, "You're out." I'm sorry, Vince. I had to.
I had to call it on the fly. You got to call it like it's live. As Liv's got, after a 2 count, has Raquel in the Rings of Saturn. Now, if you had a bad arm and a bad elbow tap. I know it's oh shit. She came there and got her in a crucifix position, and she just slaps her. Yeah,
Liv's getting angry.
Well, she went from extreme.
What is happening with a broken elbow? I have a broken elbow, and I couldn't do that.
You missed it while you were on your little pause. She just stopped still in that whole thing the whole time.
She got a good brace. Good brace.
But so do you not think, and this came on me like a bad idea, but do you not think that they're trying to do with Liv and Tegan that they're just going to make them the Hardy Boys of the women's tag division?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Wait. Oh, wait, that was a move.
Hooking her up.
That was apparently a move.
What?
She just dropped her on the ground. It was like, oh!
and passed out.
Not quite. Not quite.
I'd be sitting there just running up on everybody like this. Like, I got the brace, everything. Just, eat that.
Sell it a little bit. Polo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here tonight. Liv will win and lose again to Ronda. I think whoever wins is going to lose to Ronda.
Fair enough. I was about to say not a bad shout. I forgot Liv was in this match entirely.
Yeah, right?
Every time she goes up for this like kind of top ropey, springboardy, twisty splash. She like does a brisk jog to the turnbuckle. So nothing aggressive, nothing athletic. Like all she's missing is like the 5-pound dumbbells on her, like just
It
out
was
there
like
jogging on a Sunday.
it's almost like you could hear her in her head going left, right, up.
Right. Put one foot in front of the other.
Right. Give us a 4 corners match. That's not a bad show.
Right.
But I mean, there are other options, and I mean, I don't even mind if you, like I said, I mean, you have a quickie tournament where last week you have a semifinal, this week you have a final.
Fair enough.
Crucifix. That is.
I have Big Boot right now. Oh!
Am I ahead of you or are you ahead of me?
Yes, you're always ahead of me.
Oh,
2 count. That's a clever ass. You don't see that often though, to where you backslide from like a crucifix position like that
into the pin, yeah, and it looks good. Oh, goes for the finisher. Raquel says not today.
Just nope. Scott says Liv is terrible. Debatable. I think she's gotten a lot better. She's been the best one so far in WWE outside of the Riot Squad. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. I don't know if she's terrible. I know a lot of people don't really think highly of her, but she's all right in the ring. I mean, she's not really. Oh, wow. Ooh. Never mind.
She gets planted.
Yeah, she sucks. Never mind.
No, she don't suck.
No,
Raquel is lacking in this math. A couple steps behind. Fair enough.
Here comes Sonya. I like Sonya Deville's new look, the attitude, the entrance. I like it all.
I was a fan of her even when she was with Mandy. She was an actual badass.
I like this.
However, what if Shayna helps Sonya win against Ronda? She just heel turns on her? No. I think we're gonna get the 4 horsewomen. The only one we're missing. Well, we have Jessamine Duke, but she's busy with Up, Up, Down, Down. We just need Marina Shafir. You don't know who I am. Yeah, you don't know who I am.
We don't know her.
Right.
And watching some of her recent clips, we don't know her. No.
Nobody does. Even Roddy's like, shit, who did I marry?
Oh, my God. You think some of his talent would rub off on her?
Hey, all guy instantly thought of the AJ Lee line. The only thing is the talent isn't sexually translated.
Right. Nick KJ Nick. What if Shayna helped? Oh no, we got that one. I just got that one. I'm so excited to read it too. What if Fudge was?
What the fuck was that?
Raquel won. There you go. Yes, Bobby.
Wait, no, how you even ended up ahead of us? What? Will Charlotte Flair return at the Rumble? I can see it.
I think so. I mean, sooner. I mean, at some point she's got to return, right?
Sooner rather than later. As the brace is now coming off. Go ahead.
We thought we might get Charlotte at Survivor Series.
Right. I think at this point we're just kind of waiting for her to return, honestly.
Absolutely. More like Mania or Rumble. I think before Mania, because I think they're going to want Charlotte in the build. Oh.
Big ass pancake splash. 2 count.
Yeah, I got a 2 count.
Flapjack. Sorry. Over here, hungry. Marina Shafir is wrestling on Dark every week, has a new barefoot MMA gimmick. She's been doing that.
Until she kicks someone in the face.
Yeah, she's just female Matt Riddle.
But not. Right.
You don't know that, damn it.
I don't know. Maybe they're just highlighting some of her negatives, but man, I've seen some interesting moments with this lady. Some mic botches, some ring botches.
I think she just kind of accepts it. But as we had Sonya going for an armbar type situation twice on the top rope, and then a choke slam for a super choke slam from Raquel for a 3 count.
And here comes Rowdy.
I don't give a damn about your reputation.
Cut the music. Let's see if she can convey anything.
Right. Let's see if she can talk. She's not smiling, so why are you saying she can have that grin on her face?
Dude, you
She's literally like, ow, ow, ow.
No.
You can wipe that smile off your face. I wasn't smiling, asshole.
Right? You haven't won anything yet, so here comes Shayna Baszler.
So we're adding. When did Ronda get creative control to where she can just add someone into this gauntlet match?
And you're gonna fight well, I still think Raquel's gonna win this.
Really?
Right. Well, I mean, the good news is they kept it really short and sweet with Ronda.
Yeah, she just had to say a couple words as Shayna's already ripping off the brace. Well, trying to is the key word.
Stepping on her arm.
Oh, see, again, I understand it's a kayfabe injury, but fucking sell something, please.
Right. Now, keep in mind, folks, Nick and I are watching blind, where we don't know what is going on.
Right. You got spoilers, keep it amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Just sneak it in and act like we didn't know.
Oh, Raquel gets a roll up.
The most dangerous move in professional wrestling.
We fucking blinked.
Right. I turned away to talk, to say, hey, don't send spoilers, and then fucking roll up.
Fucking more fruit roll-ups in an elementary school lunch.
An elementary school cafeteria.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, shit. There goes the curveball. All right. I don't give a damn about Ronda either. Willard.
Oh, I like that, Willard. So next week, we're getting a women's championship match between Raquel and Ronda.
There you go. Now, I mean, I guess it was just a roll-up. Mm-hmm. Shayna got rolled up in 3 seconds.
Read the comment. Mm-hmm.
What comment? Oh.
Vitamins, folks.
Dose. Definitely. Merry Christmas. Happy Friday.
Right.
The celebration began early today. Oh, we get an LA night.
I've seen some people that think that, because I know you were one that pitched the whole this is going to be a Wyatt 6 type thing. And we saw Uncle Howdy come out there and everything. I believe I had somebody tell me earlier today of maybe it was Uncle Howdy not coming out there for Bray, but coming out there for LA Knight. That's going to be the first one that he kind of twists, what have you.
So they turn LA Knight into a
Mercy. Well, you've been out there with the Wyatt 6 of, they're going to have the puppets come to life, or at least their, wrestling equivalent of now maybe LA Knight's Mercy the Buzzard.
Interesting. A bit of a reach, but I mean,
well, it's fully, I guess we're talking about rolling up trees, so fully smoking the hopium there.
Oh, yeah. No, that's interesting. Not my first thought,
right.
But I mean, that'd be really interesting. But does that mean we're not going to get a match? I want a match. Can Bray Wyatt?
We thought we were going to have a match all the way at War Games, everything. And it's just been kind of promo, backstage segment. LA Knight, has the Wile E. Coyote moment to where everything falls on him.
Right.
That's really kind of all it's been, though.
Now, whose mistake was it last week that laugh went for 45 seconds?
Kevin Dunn, I'm looking at you. But Bray Wyatt vindicated up next. So I'm going to sneak out quickly here.
Leaving me. All right. Folks, we are in a commercial right now. I'm getting actually the commercial for Ric Flair's documentary. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I will remind everybody, and thank you for tuning in the night before Christmas Eve. It's been a crazy week. It's been a fun week. We got more coming your way tomorrow. Yes, Christmas Eve. We will be on the job. We will be live. And we are back on Boxing Day and then all through next week, right into the new year. And folks, we got so much coming your way. We can't wait for more content, more things, more avenues, more ways to follow, click, and enjoy our content. So stay tuned for all that fun stuff. I'm going to have to work backwards, but I say Bo Dallas or Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes is interesting as hell, but I think it's Bo Dallas. But yeah, people are saying it because of the, yeah, that'd be really interesting if it was Cameron Grimes. We haven't seen him in a minute. Oh, on Nick, when is Edge coming back? You think another Rumble return? No. It's possible, Polo. Yeah. I don't know, right? Like I said, they're trying to space out his appearances because he wants to stretch this out to SummerSlam. So I don't know. Yeah, but does it have the same significance if we do it again? Even his last return, we were kind of like, oh, here he is. Even though we got those weird vignettes where everybody thought it was Bray Wyatt and they were seeing figures in the stones and connecting dots that I thought were there but weren't. Yes, the roll up. There goes. I got that one. Who else we got? Who is Uncle Howdy? Who is Uncle Howdy behind the mask? Yeah, I think Lauren's onto something. Absolutely. Bo Dallas is a good. Sasha Banks spoken. Oh, okay. I say Bo Dallas or Cameron Grimes. Towards the fight before Christmas. Here we go. Can Bray even still wrestle? Or is he just a mouthpiece? Smile Mark, I'll be honest. I like give him. Can he beat up Mansoor, whatever you fucking want to call him? Can he have that win? Can he beat, a jobber? Can't you just put him in a match and go, oh yeah, this guy's a really badass wrestler. And he does some creepy shit when he wrestles, and he's got a really interesting move set, and we like him. Why can't we do that? Why can't we get Bray in something? And people are going to say, well, KJ, because it's got to be special. Yeah, but it's also got to be more than once every, what? He's got to wrestle at some point. You got to get him in the ring at some point. I know we're leading to something with LA Knight, but if we're waiting for Bray Wyatt, LA Knight, Royal Rumble, you got to put him in something. You got to find a reason for Bray Wyatt to be in that ring before Royal Rumble. That's my humble opinion. And everybody who's been watching this stream for a minute knows, how much of a mark I can be for Bray Wyatt. And as a fan of Bray Wyatt, I want to see him get in that ring. I want to see him compete in some way, shape, or form for something, some way, somehow, more than just these little breadcrumbs. And you're not getting enough. The story's not advancing enough at a pace. And it can't go to Rumble. It can't go that long. I don't think we're going to get a Wyatt 6. I think it's Bray all by himself. My buddy Big Nick would agree with you, buddy. And it could be. Now, when you physically have somebody walk out and represent Uncle Howdy, I don't want them. Like, I don't want to see a Bray versus Bray WrestleMania match. I don't. I don't want that type of cinematic match. I'll be really pissed off. I want to see Bray in legitimate storylines, legitimate angles where he is, the eater of worlds. He is something to be feared. He is hard to beat. Even when you think you have him down and out, he feels no pain. But in addition to that, he'll take your head off. I wanted him to be intimidating from that factor, and then interesting from what he does outside the ring. Am I asking too much? That's my Christmas wish. Figure out Bray Wyatt, KJ Claus, and jolly old Saint Nick. It's true. He's Usi Claus, I think, tonight. We're the Klaus brothers. Here comes Bray. Thumbs up or thumbs down on Bray Wyatt's entrance. How you feel about it? Do you like the entrance? Is it too long? Is it too drawn out? Do you like the song? Do you like the door? How do you guys feel about all this? Personally, I like it. I do like it. First match for Sasha or Bray? Well, it looks like Bray is setting something up for LA Knight, but as I said, JV, I would like to see, even if Bray took on just pick somebody out of a hat, right? Like Ali. Let him destroy Ali for whatever reason. Who gives a shit? Bray is here. Big pop for Bray, though. As far as Sasha, first match back, it's hard to say. Where's she going to end up? I mean, it sounds like she might be in a match with Kairi Sane coming up at Wrestle Kingdom 17. which there's a good chance we're going to try and watch it live. So some of y'all better show up if we pull that off. But here comes Bray, lantern in hand. The Fireflies are out. Let's see. We got thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Somebody said it's okay. Ronnie is Uncle Howdy. There you go. Otis versus Bray. I'll take it. I'll accept that. But am I wrong? Should we not just get Bray in some type of... Oh, yeah, by the way, I do wrestle. I'm not just a creepy dude. It just needs something. Thumbs up. Mike says thumbs up. Jason's got his thumbs up. Scott loves it. Bray is here. Cliff, how you doing, buddy? Folks, for those who don't know, Cliff is part of the Wrasslin for Life Network. He's part of the family, working hard behind the scenes. And you never know, you might see his pretty face up here sooner than later. So, like we said, a lot of neat things popping off here at the channel for 2023. So keep tuning in. We got more coming your way, and we can't wait. Fireflies are out. Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you, Damien. I think Karrion Kross could have a lot happen in 2023. He's been a little quiet to end 2022 right now, but hopefully they have some direction for him moving forward. There you go. The crowd is alive from... I'll get back to that one. To the moon. To the swamp. Elimination chamber for Edge. That's right, actually, Mike. I forgot about that. That is rumored that Edge will wrestle in Montreal. That's true. Elimination chamber is going to be good. And I might be there. Stay tuned. Maybe not. If not, I'll be here with you guys. But I'm good with that. To end the Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio and AJ. I don't know about that. I mean, that one's a tough one, Juice, because I think right now, as Judgment Day's assembled right now, they're at least over. They're at least interesting. Yes, a lot of it is Rhea and Dom, but they're getting wins. Faden can wrestle. Damien can wrestle. I mean, I don't think Edge coming back to end them works that well for me. However, Demon Finn against Edge in a cell, interesting. Maybe. I want to see more of Karrion Kross. Got that one. He's not Uncle Howdy. He never was. I am Uncle Howdy. Well, he's stuttering. This is interesting. Interesting. Big things popping, little things stopping. Nathan, what is up? Bray Wyatt attacked the cameraman. Okay. That's right. Sorry, I jumped the gun. I said Elimination Chamber, but it is actually rumored for Rumble. So, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you already have a Rumble match, 2 of them. So, okay. So now Bray's got a hold of the cameraman. And he's using the mandible claw. Interesting. The mandible claw. Here come the officials again. Why do they send the officials? They don't have, like, shouldn't security go first? Before Adam Pearce? Like, why is Adam Pearce breaking up fights? Don't they have people to do that? It's funny because even the live audience is a little lukewarm on how all this went down. Like, he was giving a speech. He zones out. He hits the cameraman with a mandible claw. Whew. Anybody? How you feeling about that decision? White Rabbit is dead. Yeah, to be honest. See, I thought it would have been cool if you did have a Wyatt 6. Wyatt returns, and you keep getting White Rabbit clues for Howdy, for whoever else. Like if we were getting clues the way we were for Bray, kind of giving us, well, is it Bo Dallas? Is it, you know, who else? Cameron Grimes? Is it shit? It could be anybody at this point. I don't, as you just said, I am not Uncle Howdy, and I'm gonna go mess up this cameraman now. Yeah, it's just weird again because again, you get an entrance, it looks good, it sounds good. I'm a big Bray Wyatt fan. It's just not enough. Like that was a throwaway promo. It was a throwaway moment. There you go. But Adam Pearce isn't. Will Pearce fire Bray now? Well, Pearce apparently doesn't really stand by his firings, so who knows? White Rabbit is not dead. All right, Bobby, I like it. Why do you think it's not dead? I mean, I think we've gone, like, nobody even talks about the White Rabbit anymore now. We're just kind of rolling through this storyline. That is true, and he's good at it by design. Smile mark. I'm getting very tiresome with Bray Wyatt dragging. I think a lot of us feel that way. Now, are they just waiting to get past Christmas? Great, let's do it. Let's make it matter. Let's go. Like we're tired now. But if you are trying to stretch things out to like a Royal Rumble, that's a tough sell. Like I said, if you're going to stretch it out, you have to give him matches. You have to make being a wrestler a part of his angle at some point. There you go. I worry that the climax will be very anticlimactic. To me, it's going to go one of two ways. We're either going to understand that this is a manifestation of Bray, which I don't want because now you physically put somebody on the ground. So if that person who walked out is just a manifestation of Bray and we all drank his Kool-Aid, to me, it's a tough sell. And like I said, I don't want to watch a Bray versus Bray cinematic match. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people disagree with that. Blink of an eye.
No, I don't disagree with it. I mean, I'm fully fine with. My whole thing was I didn't ever want to see Uncle Howdy out there in the full prosthetics and everything like that.
I'm okay with that because I know it's temporary. I mean, if he continued to function like that, that'd be a problem.
But the fact that we even got that, like, does he then just like Mission Impossible, like tear it all off? And it was Bo,
right?
But it's at the end of the day, this whole time, excuse me, to me, it has just been, it's gone on for far too long. Like I think it's Small Mark that they say it, and this has been about 6 months now. You need to start pulling these strings together. You can't keep just adding more layers to this. We get it. He's spoopy. Move on. Give me something else to sink my fucking teeth into.
Is he a wrestler?
That's a huge thing. I know you've been saying that. That's a huge thing of you need to prove that he's still a fucking wrestler.
We get it.
Even when Bray came back, we had people that said, oh, well, no Bray match has actually been good or anything. It's all just been spooky bollocks and gimmicks and everything else like that.
Well, you're watching a wrestling show and all of a sudden, a dramatic thriller breaks out mid-show for a couple scenes, and then we're back to wrestling. Like, tie it to the fact that we're wrestlers.
Right.
We're not just a weird dude that walks around the backstage with funny masks.
Speaking of funny masks, we have Rey Mysterio coming out right now.
Nice.
Yeah, well, and I was watching the whole like CG AR thing that they had for him. So we're getting Rey Mysterio versus Angel, formerly known as Angel Garza.
I think he's Angel Garza again.
No, they just announced him as Angel.
Son of a bitch.
There, see, Nathan, we're not talking about Bray Wyatt anymore. I've never really been a fan of Bray Wyatt. I never drank the Kool-Aid like the rest of you. Well, fair enough. I guess hindsight's always 2020. But I think everybody was waiting with bated breath when it came to Extreme Rules and waiting for that man to come back, regardless of what you say now.
Yeah, no, regardless. I mean, I think there was a time that Bray Wyatt was one of the most captivating things in all of pro wrestling. Like, there were times where you would tune in just to see what he was doing. But even then, he was in a match, and whether it was a singles match or if he was in a match with, Redbeard and Luke, like there was something.
Right. I like this. Nathan, I know you don't want to talk about Bray Wyatt. I respect you guys. He's trying to look out for you. I know you don't want to keep going down this. As we've got Karen Cross and Scarlett
in the audience,
in the center of the crowd there.
Doesn't the ushers usually come down and say, "Sir, you got to get off the stairs"?
Do you have a ticket here, sir? Right. Sir, I'm going to need you to find your seat. You're blocking an exit way here, sir. Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Code.
Right. But so give us your predictions, folks, whether it's Angel Garza or Rey Mysterio. Shout out, I guess, Angel Garza with, I don't know if that's meant to be a Harlem Heat tribute or a Eddie Guerrero tribute with the gear.
Yeah, I'm leaning Eddie, but I see where
I'll take Harlem Heat there. Shout out, I guess, Stevie Ray and Booker T.
There you go. Way to go, Ray 619. Rey Mysterio is not a comical joke. That wasn't funny. I'm not sure. But the problem with Rey Mysterio,
as I said, speaking of goofy masks.
Oh, yeah. That's just silly. Karrion Kross is jokes. Rey Mysterio for the win after the match. Karrion Kross attacks him. There you go. That's protection. Karrion Kross for the interference. I've been a Bray Wyatt fan for a very long time. He's a draw. I agree he's a draw, but you are making him very boring.
Right. Los Lotharios must be coming back. Well, we've got Angel Garza with Humberto at ringside, and he's very much wearing the counterpart there. And they wouldn't be bad as a tag team, honestly, but it's just I feel like they've got to still do a lot of course correcting from stuff that Vince has done and everything. Sure. Cheez-Its, by the way, folks. If you're feeling the vitamins, if you've rolled up far too many Christmas trees, go and get yourself some Cheez-Its.
That is a free shout for
hashtag shout out not sponsored.
Yeah, and if you did not know, they had 10 cheesy flavors.
Like Ty Dillinger, 10.
Pause.
Yeah, bring it all the way back around. Bring it back to wrestling.
That was good. Los Lotharios must be coming back. Los Lobos should not be coming back.
But you don't think that they're a solid tag team, at least when it comes to SmackDown? No. What's the SmackDown tag teams division right now? As we've got Ray setting up for a 619 as Humberto pulls Angel out.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
See, Top Dollar, that's how you do. Well, it wasn't a full tope, but it was more of a springboard onto the outside. But you've got the Usos, you've got Hit Row, you've got Viking Raiders, and then what?
That's the gist of it. And I mean, I get where you're going with it. And yeah, I mean, let's be real. They can be a good upstart or mid heel tag team. I didn't even mind when they were doing like the kissing gimmick. I thought it was an all right gimmick until COVID happened. But
6 feet.
6 feet, no kisses on the cheeks.
The March 19th.
The March 19th. So yeah, I mean, for me, dude, I don't like Humberto at all. I think he has no personality at all. And I don't think he's that great in the ring. I don't.
I think they have potential if they actually are given something solid to work with, because I think Angel Garza is solid. And he's got I missed his tearaway pants spot. Mm-hmm. But I mean, even shit, he got that over. Humberto's as Ray's hit a 619. And the DDT.
He planted that DDT.
1, 2, 3. So Rey Mysterio picks up the win.
Wow. You know, some people just buy their tickets, and who knew that was going to be standing next to you the whole match.
Well, so I'm just waiting for him to sit there and just grab him like Becky Lynch did with the guy that looked like Big Rig. Shout out, our homie from Bad World Order. That
it was Big Rig.
Bailey's butt.
Rey Mysterio always for the win. There you go. Well, there you go. Los Lobos are solid workers, just like the
JV,
Colon.
it pays me to I say this, but I guess it's because holiday seasons, and I'm just messing with you, but no, I agree with you.
Now, keep in mind, I primarily have them completely judged on a Vince McMahon booking system, so that's why they kind of seem shit.
And fair enough, as Cross is just sitting there, tick tock. As now we've got the Monster and the Irishman, I guess, as the team. We've got Brawny, the Strawman, and Rick O'Shea. Two men I've given full nicknames to off this channel.
Brawny. I like Brawny the Strawman.
Well, it fits, especially with the holiday season. Brawny the Strawman. Who runs the big top? So they're playing into like the circus freak show gimmick. Why? Like, oh, so I'm the strong man and you're the acrobat. Like,
that's it, right?
But is that a nudge, wink, wink to pro wrestling starting off in circuses and all of that?
Oh, maybe it's just,
I mean, you got to be really smart, Mark, to really kind of, I guess, try and make that connection.
That's it, yeah. I mean, that's an interesting take.
That's the vitamins full.
I mean, now we got Team Irish Express here, so.
No, I like Larry's. Rico Strowman.
Rico Strowman. Rico the Strowman.
All right. That's their name for tonight versus Imperium in a Miracle on 34th Street street fight tag match. So that's when you're going to see your, get your hollies and your jollies and all of that. You're going to see somebody take a spot with a Christmas tree, probably, wrap gift, what have you.
Yeah. The usual suspects.
Right. Strowman's going to come out there with a Santa Claus hat on because he's already wearing all red.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah, that's been his thing, the bright red pants.
Go to Raw then. I'm a stickler for if most of your gear is red based, go to the red brand.
You got to coordinate.
Right, exactly. Swagger.
Why they keep putting Braun with
because it makes him look big.
That's one. And two, because he ran his mouth about little guys, so now he's like making penance.
Fair enough. I didn't even think about that.
Right? Ever since he made
you want to talk about the flippy doos?
Yeah, ever since he made this
fine, I'm gonna put you with every flippy doo and every acrobat. Juice. Shout out. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So if I could unwrap the present, I would. Pause. But no, yeah, I like that way of looking at it. No, you want to talk shit about the flippy doos and the dives and all of that. So fine, I'm going to put you with everybody that does that.
Is it wrong? Well, no, once again, thank you so much, Juice, and anybody else. Even spending your time on us is appreciated. So,
right,
we do appreciate the love. Have you guys played Five Nights at Freddy? Every time I hear this, I laugh because it sounds so ridiculous. But yeah,
I haven't, but the missus has. The missus is a little bit more the gamer aspect with that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did I miss? Earl. Oh Lord. We're an hour and a half in. So when we're done here, after we finish up SmackDown and then we finish up Rampage, go back and rewatch us.
What would we get?
We won't miss everything.
I mean, we just got a Bloodline promo, a couple matches, Gauntlet match. Raquel Gonzalez is the #1 contender.
Bray was spooky again.
Bray was kind of not even that spooky. I mean, he stuck his fingers in a man's
mouth. Pause. Yeah. He went back to the Fiend. I still feel like the Fiend's like there's going to be some other weird kind of tie in it or something like that. Because you even had Alexa that sat there and set up for the Sister Abigail. If they're very much playing towards that, the fiendish type. There's something there, and it frustrates me that we're now. I think someone pointed it out that we're like 6 months into this. This has been since Extreme Rules, and we're no way further along on the story than we were when we started.
Dude, like, so now I almost have these like weird visions of like they're like it's Bo Dallas, but they call him Bo Wyatt now, and it's his Wyatt 6, but I just don't know where we're going with this as far as like, okay, so is it whoever this other person is, whether it's Bray's entity or an actual human under a costume, they have a power over Bray, is what we're getting from this.
Yeah, well, he just does what the circle tells him, remember?
Yes.
as
We
we've
didn't
got
even see
Cross
this triple.
backstage now.
Emma didn't make it. Oh, there's Emma.
Is that well? I mean, she was the first out in the Gauntlet match, so is that where Scarlett makes her in-ring debut? Is versus Emma, and Emma just becomes jobber?
Oh,
I'm down for a Vanessa Bourne.
Oh,
what?
Clap.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Who is Vanessa Bourne, by the way?
You remember Vanessa Bourne? She was there for like a second.
No, that would be why I don't remember her.
Yeah, she was part of the breakout tournament, I do believe. But yeah, no, it's not like yay.
You guys are funny. Well, we try sometimes. Kind of just happens. This is a long ass therapy session for me.
Go Emma. We are funny though. I mean, I always tell people I'm the funniest guy I know, and then I have 2 guys that are funnier than me, so it's weird.
Funniest guy I know, but the only person I know is me. What?
It's funny as hell. But folks, yeah, we are rolling. We're back. Now Emma looks like she's got beef with Scarlett, defending Rey Mysterio.
And right there, if she's gonna job to Scarlett, that's
how
Scarlett's gonna make her in-ring debut.
I think Scarlett's gonna surprise people.
Right.
What
are we getting right now? Oh, we're getting
a replay minor. You know,
for the career of John Cena.
You know,
the prototype of ruthless aggression.
The minute you hear Fort Minor, you know you're getting some type of montage.
No, have they replaced Creed? Because I'm still used to always, hello, my friend, we'll meet again.
Those are the sadder ones. Like a retirement.
Yeah, those are the retirement ones.
Yeah, when they're trying to hype you up about like a montage, like this.
Can you take me? But no, where's Limp Bizkit? I'm still waiting I need another My Way.
I don't think anybody does.
Roman versus Rock. I bet you could set that to do the I have to beat you, Dwayne. I have to.
Right? No.
I'm gonna do things my way. It's fine.
I don't see it. I just don't see it.
That's how you know we're of a certain vintage, because we just went way back into the wrestling.
No, we're like, I don't know if that's my favorite part of going back to though. But no, absolutely. I too for Braun and Ricochet for the win. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of going with Brawny the Strowman.
Braun turns on Ricochet and joins Imperium. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Vitamin predictions with KJ.
Right, joins the naughty list.
Pause. Cena package part.
Which right. I'm seeing it's amazing how all these wrestlers just like throw themselves into the barricade or like manage to roll themselves up for a pin, or they just all stopped and stayed to hear some entrance music without Cena, because
that's pretty cool, Lauren. That's pretty cool. Scarlett has in-ring talent. Yeah, I think she's going to surprise a lot of people. DeMarcus, welcome back to the stream tonight. But yeah, I really do think people might be pleasantly surprised with Scarlett.
We hope.
Do, 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 do.
The Paul Heyman
is the best hit ever. If that came on my screen right now, I would pop.
I still love though the whole prank call and everything on like the radio, and his name is John Cena.
Yeah. No, there's that one clip, that one reel that goes around all the time, and it's the monkey that flips the guy, and they do it to that audio. It's fucking hilarious.
Or that when he just pops out. Are you sure about that? Yeah. I'll even say that to my wife. She'll say something, and I'll just pop out. Right. Are you sure about that?
Long Cena package, says Mike.
Well, I mean, the man's had a long career at this point. I know people have said of like, oh, well, they started selling more tickets when John Cena was going to be there. Well, you know who the draw is. It's like, no. Well, the man's already had a fucking full career and is in Hollywood and everything. So he's going to draw attention.
Strowman calls. Drew Barrymore has a talk show? When did that happen? Is that a thing?
About the same time that every other celebrity just decided, hey, I can talk. I know words. I can have a talk show. I can
sit on a couch and talk to people.
Right.
He's his Make-A-Wish is outstanding. Yes, listen, love or hate John Cena in the ring or in wrestling, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what that guy has done for Make-A-Wish and other charities, you cannot take that away from him in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it shows, I guess, your maturity, I guess, when it comes to being a wrestling fan. Of everybody had that whole group, much like with Roman, of to where initially you're boo, F you Cena or let's go Cena, Cena sucks. You'd hear that in every crowd. And now, whether you like the fact that he's always going to just be babyface Superman, he's Superman of pro wrestling. He's our generation's Hulk Hogan, because could never be a heel. It would have been the biggest thing if he turned heel. But at this point, you can't discredit what he's done.
Right. And Dave Bautista now looks like former biker turned bar owner at this point.
Give me what I want. That's still the best thing. And I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but still my best thing with that was when they set that and him and Hunter to the Spice Girls. Give me what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
What's up, James? Hope you're doing well. I love Cena phone prank.
Yeah, and his name is John Cena.
Did Kermit do the "You Can't See Me"? Everyone's pretty much done.
Yeah, everybody at this point, you do this and you instantly think you can't see me. Like even people who aren't wrestling fans know of the John Cena "You Can't See Me" whole shtick and everything.
Right. Quick question: do you ever think Booker T kind of got mad about the whole?
Oh, why? Well, no, you do this. But this is different than this. It's the same. It's like how dun 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 is different than dun 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 dun. It's the Vanilla Ice Queen argument. If I do this, it's one thing, but if I do this, it's another.
There you go. Fair enough. Merry Christmas, KJ and Big Nick. Thank you, Resident Evil, an old friend from previous days. Thank you for being back. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, sir. We riot if Cena wins next week. Clayton, get
next week, though. Next week, speaking of next week, we're getting Sheamus versus Solo.
Banger.
Banger.
Let's go with Sheamus Solo. That's interesting.
Right. And see, we've got the trays of cookies. We've got the Christmas tree. We've got the giant oversized candy cane. 100%. This is very much the Miracle on 34th Street tag match. And I guess this is probably how we're ending SmackDown tonight.
I can't believe we're even at the end. It hasn't been a great show. Nothing of real substance to
it's
talk
the
about.
Holiday season.
Yes, absolutely. And we know, the circumstances around this one in particular. So we knew the needle wasn't going to move very far.
Right.
But it went fast. I mean, I give us credit on that as well. Super Cena, by the way. And he stole it from Tony Aew. G Unit days. There you go. That's
fair enough. That's not a bad show. G Unit.
Right. I'd rather Cena win next week. I think Cena is going to win, but it could be KO pinning Sammy.
That's the only way. The only way that Roman loses is if he doesn't take the pin.
He's not taking the pin.
Ooh. Man hasn't taken a pin in what, 3 years now?
I wonder when the last time he took it. Was there any other occasion that he took an L? He must have taken a DQ or two along the way. No,
probably. And see, I called it. Strowman comes out in a Santa Claus hat.
There you go.
Not saying I worked there, but you
freaked the shit out of me. I was like, "You called what?"
Ronnie the Strowman coming down your chimney. Pause.
Right. You can't compare John Cena to Hulk Hogan. Cena is a good person, unlike Hulk Hogan.
Well, Hatui, I wasn't going that way with it. I was going more of just
the charity
way they're presented. Listen,
the eat your vitamins and da 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 da. And once upon a time, maybe he wasn't a complete mess, but we know it is what it is.
Back when he was.
Accusations. John Cena is the greatest of all time. And Big Match John.
Big Match John is very much a thing. But now,
Yeah.
because you were mentioning about Hulk Hogan, now I'm thinking of the Macho Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you making eyes at Elizabeth Hogan. Yeah.
Do you know what I think is underrated? Macho Man in WCW. I think he had really crazy moments. That, dude, I used to love tuning in for Macho Man. I never knew what was going to happen.
So is ready. That's what you
Right?
got.
But I
Macho Madness. You got a fucking CD. You got an album. By the way, we're in commercial right now, folks.
fucking Mr. Slim Jim went nuts. And he had
he snapped into a whole bunch of other shit. You can still get the Macho Madness CD to where Macho Man put out a rap album.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Macho Man. You know, the cream, it always rises to the top.
I wonder if we get a new set design. Oh, probably not.
Oh, interesting. Well, because AEW is, you know, a brand new AEW, if they're very much refreshing, rehashing their whole look, their whole changeover. So maybe WWE does.
Well, we're not getting a live Raw on Monday, so that's a problem. Oh, you mean
maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign.
Monday.
We're like, we got to build this, damn it.
Right? Yeah, it'd be interesting if they follow suit. I mean, I'm curious to see what AEW does. I mean, that was kind of out of left field, but I'm looking forward to it.
Eggnog?
I like when things get changed up.
What?
Eggnog? Lots.
I was going to say, well, are you yay or nay on eggnog?
I love eggnog, especially with
Boo. Boo earns. Boo earns.
Thumbs up all the way, man.
Boo earns.
Fucking bring on the Griswolds. Let's go. Give me some eggnog.
Little Rob saying there was a QR code. Where? Why?
Ooh, interesting.
If we missed it, someone let us know, fact checkers. Because I haven't seen anything about a QR code. I guess I can try and check Twitter.
True juice. True.
There we go. Fair enough.
He was at the start of
it. No. I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying I didn't know. I couldn't remember.
Oh, no. I mean, but I'm just confirming that definitely when he first started doing that gimmick, people hated it. People hated him, but he was clever enough that he got over. So people started popping on the jokes.
That's why now you see people with like Max Caster and everything to where he's even tried to say of like, I can spit better bars than John Cena and all of that, which by the way, Bad Man by John Cena is an absolute banger, I will admit.
Oh shit. We got Lacey in a fist fight. No.
Oh, I'm surprised they're still pushing her after what stupid comments she put out there. But did you see also too that Sergeant Slaughter's like down to be her like manager?
Yeah, well, no.
No.
Listen, if Sergeant Slaughter gets to come back and be Lacey Evans' manager, just walk her in the front door and then have her keep going and walk out
the exit.
And get her car and say bye.
Keep going until something hard hits you.
Listen, this lady has had nothing but shit thrown her way since she was off and back in the new gimmick, but she went through the Ric Flair stuff. She went through all that stand up on the wall and do it's the
Lacey Evans series of unfortunate events, like fucking Lemony Snicket over there, of just she manages to keep stepping in it no matter which way she moves.
The mission commences next week.
What is the mission? Hoorah!
So Lacey Evans is making a return. I'm definitely trying to give her a chance. I think there's something there with Lacey. I think she's good.
There's a chance, but they've had a lot of chances. So at this point, it's how many times do you keep going until it's like, all right, enough's enough. That's the thing, is they're starting to wear thin on the tread on those tires here.
There you go. Some
Southern Comfort eggnog. Well,
I'm okay with some fucking Captain in my eggnog. Fuck, I'm not picky. Give me some Picard. I don't care. Shout out to all the brands.
Everybody is already on the eggnog train, I guess. Even the missus is all on that and everything. I'm the one that's anti-eggnog, I guess.
Why are you? It's like Christmas in your mouth.
Pause all the way. Pause on that, and that 100% explains why I am anti-eggnog.
Who doesn't want that?
I'll just take the rum. I'll just take a rum and coke.
I'll just take the rum. I'll take an eggnog without
right.
eggnog.
Then again, I'm fucking weird when it comes to food. But anyways, we've got Imperium coming out right now. So give us your predictions. Imperium versus Braun O'Shea, I guess.
Oh, thumbs down on Lacey. Is anybody? Do I get anybody? Give me a thumbs up for maybe.
No,
Lacey?
You got to get a salute. No thumbs up. You need a salute somehow there.
How are they going to chat me?
I don't know.
And is there a little army person in your emojis that you can send over?
Well, speaking of sending over, Ludwig just got sent over the ropes there.
Yes. Braun ain't messing around.
Right.
You know, oh shit. I think you just broke my legs, Braun.
All right. Yeah, just yeeted me into this, man. God damn. This is like big bro hanging out with little bro, I feel like. He fucking threw that man in there. Right. See? Exactly. Christmas in your mouth. Pause on that bullshit.
It was said. There we go.
Accusations. No, hold on. My house, dairy-free eggnog and 3 kinds of rum.
There you go. I'm okay with
the there is a salute. See, it's tribute to the troops there. But we also got no love for Lacey.
Okay.
Babyface is going to win. It's Christmas. Yeah. Santa Strowman's going to win. Christmas in your mouth. Big pause. 100%. See, that man had to cut his whole camera because he was fucking pausing for that. Same here. Pineapple rum, coconut rum, light. You're just all about rum, Lauren. Goddamn.
Just pour it all in.
I was going to say, why do I feel like that might kind of explain some things?
That used to be eggnog.
Right. Would you like some eggnog with your rum there?
Oh! Ricochet off the guardrail.
Right. Eitner just sent into the LED screen there.
Oh, I'll be right back, Nick. This sneezing fit's not going to go away.
No, you're good. So right as we go to a commercial there, but so I guess we'll keep on with what holiday things are you looking forward to? I guess since we've already been talking about eggnog and I'm in a commercial here, but so what are you looking forward to? Because obviously we're on the pre-show for the pre-show. We're on the early prelims of Christmas here, with it being the 23rd, but we still do have the award show going on Christmas Eve. So absolutely make sure you tune into that. You're going to be around your family and everything. Make sure you let them know about us. Last I looked, we're still probably 9, 8, 10 away from hitting that 1.1, then field goals, that field goal post like I wanted before Christmas here. The one goal I set for myself. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, spread that holiday Christmas spirit, spread that wrestling spirit. Absolutely. Rico Strowman will win this match tonight. Fa la 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 la. Yes. Damon Sandfire. Bruno Ricochet. I like that we're getting all the different nicknames. Hoorah Semper Fi. Okay, Lauren. So you're very much, I guess, going to bat there for Lacey Evans. I feel like though with her, they very much, it's again, like I said, with certain people of how many times do you try and reboot them because before it becomes just too much of you're doing it too many times of just this isn't going to work. That they very much need to take some time away. And as I hope I'm not freezing up here, but that they need to take some time away and just come back completely different versus here. We'll just kind of do like what we did before. Mike says eggnog with brandy. Why? Rum. Why? Whiskey. Why? As an annual Christmas gift given out. Fair enough. Looking forward. Bookwind, please. Looking forward to Xmas commercials to an end. The Old Navy commercial has haunted me for weeks. Fair enough, smile mark. As somebody who works in the retail, has worked in the retail business, all of that. Hearing so many Christmas songs and so many of the same Christmas songs just done in different versions and everything, that it very much just, it almost turns you off fully to the Christmas spirit. It makes you not like the holidays outside of you just want it to be over with, I feel like. KJ saying the Rico Strowman will win this match tonight. Well, I'm not KJ, but so I guess I'll save that for when he gets here and he can, test out his singing chops there. But we're back from action as Strowman has Eichner up on Owen, very slowly goes into the turnbuckle and now through the Christmas tree. Oh, Charlie Brown would be upset as it's very much a fake Christmas tree. Ricochet with a dive through the middle ropes that looks sloppy as hell. Candy Cane Kendo Stick. When did we start playing 2K20? We've got, all the DLC. We've got all the, different versions of, we've got the, spooky broomstick. We've got the Candy Cane Kendo Stick, all of that. And we've got a steel chair with a bow on it, like the fucking car from your local dealership now. So right now, Imperium is just wrecking shop with furniture. I used to work in an Xmas village. I've had my fill of Xmas songs. I do not envy you. Mashed yams on broccoli. There's a few ways I feel I could go with that, Lauren, and I choose not to. As Strowman now breaks the Candy Cane Kendo Stick and double chops both of Imperium. So now we're fighting our way back up the entranceway. And even now Wade Barrett's bringing up eggnog. Goddamn WWE. If you listening right now, shout us out. Shit. They bringing up eggnog right after we were just talking about it. As now Imperium's getting thrown through the trees there. They're trying to pick out their favorite Christmas trees. They're just getting sent through all the fake trees on display there. There is only one Xmas song I like and only one I know the words, the 12 Days of Christmas. Oh, Christ, at this point, I feel like we could almost do a 12 days of wrestling, I feel like. Shout out to any overzealous fans out there that want to do that. I want Santa Foley. That wouldn't be a bad show. As we're getting Imperium right now with a double suplex on a Strowman on the entrance ramp. And apparently Ricochet's just gone away. And what's up with Braun's skinny jeans? Why? But yeah, so... Oh, and Eichner's busted open. He's just gushing blood all up on the side of his face. Blue present? What? I'll have a blue Christmas without you? What? And if you don't want to have a blue Christmas, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell notification. What? See blood? Yes, 100%. Like I said, Eichner's busted open and has a solid bruise on his back as Ricochet throws it right now in the ring. So it's very much right now a little bit of a 2-on-1 match of Ricochet versus both of Imperium. And Lou with a chair right to the back of Ricochet. Damn. Who's in the blue present? Oh, got you. Okay. So you think somebody's going to pop out of there. Be interesting to see. Well, there's also the white one over there. Maybe Gunther pops out of a present. Pause. I'm having a green Christmas. So am I, but they're just vitamins. Allegedly. Accusations. I like being on YouTube. Vitamins, folks. As Eichner just dumps the tree and throws a present onto Strowman. And the ref's even checking with Eichner of like, you still good to go, my guy? Oh, and they're going to, it's the white present. Very much has a door on it. So who are we going to get here? A ballerina. Well, what is happening right now? We have a ballerina right now dancing on the center of the stage. And so I guess shout out Small Mark of they both very much, there's doors on both these big presents on top of the stage. So we had a ballerina on the white one. Now who do we got in the blue one? Oh, it's a new day. Yes, it is. As we have the new day, Small Mark. Mike and apparently everybody's ahead of me here. But yes, we have the new day coming out right now. Looking like little toy soldiers here. As the crowd's just popping, new day rocks. New Day rocks. But now, so with the New Day being NXT champions, do you think it's going to be interesting if they maybe defend the NXT titles on SmackDown? As we have them lay a low blow to Imperium, and they're now just like holding guard and saluting Brawny the Strowman. So faces unite as the Strowman Express running wild on Imperium. Santa has grabbed his sleigh and is just running through Imperium, I guess. It's a 330-pound linebacker Flash. Yes. Or 330-pound Flash. Yes. Like I said, run, Strowman. Santa's got to make it to town, I guess. As he's now got to revive Ricochet, who's, again, spent most of this match just splat on the ring or on the outside. We're getting the mistletoe. Oh, he's gonna revive him because his girlfriend's the ring announcer, and we've set up Ronnie with a mistletoe. It's gonna, kiss him back and revive him. Okay, so this is 100% of now we're playing to this is a holiday special. This is, Ricochet with a springboard elbow drop. But damn, Ricochet's super talented. Springboard moonsault. But they're very much playing 100% to this is Ludwig through the table of cookies. But this is very much they're playing too. This is a holiday show of we're getting mistletoe to revive Ricochet.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's
all right. It's all right.
It's cute, I guess. I mean,
it's cute.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's I mean, it's a street fight. I mean, and these two.
It's a Miracle on 34th Street fight.
Yeah, and I mean, these two seem super over with the crowd. So, what do I know?
Oh, Ricochet!
There you
splash
go.
on the top of Strowman's shoulders as Strowman's. Why you gotta grab him like that? Sus. But so Ricochet and Strowman, the Strowman Express, pick up the win. Instead of the Polar Express, the Strowman Express. I like Wade Barrett. That's the last thing I just heard is Wade Barrett saying, I don't think I've ever hated Christmas this much.
Yeah, you're not having it. So that's too funny. But yeah, that's the match. If you had Ricochet and Braun Strowman on your bingo card, you are correct and you get some points. But with that all being said, folks, we are going to transition over to AEW Rampage in a moment. Don't forget, we take your rating out of 10. Whatever you have, whatever you thought of SmackDown tonight, put it in the box. Let us know. And when we come back from our little interlude, we will be talking Rampage, and we're
throwing out cookies and gingerbread, by the way.
Oh, yes. And now we're getting a reminder. Next week, KO, John Cena for against Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Blanked on my own thought. But that's it, folks. SmackDown is about to be in the books, Nick. Interesting show for sure. Feel good to go home. Like Thomas said, the baby faces win on Christmas. But, folks, like I said, Rampage is now. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. And we're back with our brand new looking show in a blink of an eye.
We didn't even mean that.
We are here. We are rolling. And yeah, the Christmas festivities continue here at the Wrestling for Life Network. So, folks, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. And like I said before we went to the little break there, get your ratings out of 10 in on SmackDown. How did you feel about SmackDown tonight, the second last SmackDown of 2022. We know this one was recorded. I know some of you people, nice people, had
you people
pocket.
you even had you people.
But yes, we are ready for Rampage. But Nick, I think we have some ratings coming in.
Right. I've seen 8 out of 10. 3.4 Street out of 10. 5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. So what are you feeling? I think we've tapped out at about an 8 there. I like the
people seem pretty happy with it.
I think they kind of know it's just meant to be a holiday show.
Yeah.
Like you go in with a certain expectation. You're not expecting, oh, we're gonna get the reveal of Uncle Howdy tonight. No, we know we're gonna get, people thrown through Christmas presents and fake trees getting involved. And apparently we got the New Day coming out as toy soldiers.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of a weird part of the whole thing. And I kind of lost me a little bit there where it was like, all right, here we go. Like, but I mean, overall, wasn't a terrible show. Like you said, it was kind of fun. I mean, being that it's the Christmas season, I can give it a 7.
Fair enough. Well, right now we've got the 300,000 trios battle royal kicking off right now.
Trios.
We've got Butcher and the Blade and Kip Sabian. Well, I'm trying to keep track of who the girls in here. We have the Best Friends.
Yeah.
We have Kip Sabian and Butcher and the Blade, and we have Roosh and Preston Vance and all that. Yeah. So we have Los Ingobernables, Best Friends, and the spoopy box guys, I guess, with Kip Sabian.
Yeah, I mean, so you folks get your predictions in on this battle royal. The winner gets $300,000, a little unexpected. Merry Christmas. I guess that's your Christmas bonus. We're getting a pool, by the way, if you were curious, in the back. A really nice pool.
Wait, what?
What? Never mind.
Who's getting a pool? But that's got to, well, speaking of what, that's got to be match of the year. No.
Right.
Tune in Saturday. We'll let you know what match of the year was.
Right. Yeah, tune in. We will talk about it, folks. We have our award show Saturday, Christmas Eve. That's right, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will jump on live and go over the 2022 For Lifeies, the award show, unlike any other award show out there. We're going to run through all the categories, all the topics. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it as we always do. So tune in, enjoy, and bring us into your Christmas ritual. Make us part of your family.
Right. We're part of your Christmas tradition. And I guess what seems to be at least almost at this point a trios tradition, or at least an AEW tradition, of we've got Claudio, Moxley, and Yuta coming out right now.
There you go.
So now I'm wondering if one member gets eliminated, is the whole team gone, or is it just that member's eliminated?
I don't know if they specified that, to be honest.
Fair enough. I'm not surprised.
But get your predictions in. Let us know who you taking in this battle royal. Some interesting names, some big names. And I didn't realize it was a trios thingy. So that's even more intriguing.
All right. Nate, you still have that comment for KJ. Oh, for Lord's sake. What are we getting in here? All right. You talk while I look, I guess.
Well, folks, the battle royal is kicking off. I'm bringing mine up as we speak.
What? Read.
All right.
KJ, seeing the Rico Strowman will win this match tonight. La 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 la.
Well, I would have, but they've already done it, so it feels like a little anticlimactic at this point. So,
fair enough.
Maybe next time.
You ask and I answer. So
there you go. We've got back to there.
And we will hear from Eddie Kingston and Ortiz tonight.
Okay. Listen, I kind of
first time in a hot minute he's been on actual AEW programming on TV.
Yeah, well, I was told by the chat on Wednesday, he's on Dark like every week. And I hadn't realized that. We just don't see him because, again, we don't have enough time to see all the Darks and all that.
There's only so many of us, folks.
Yeah, so, I mean, my question became why? Like, this is Eddie Kingston. He's a highly talented individual. And just where is he? Why are you not using him?
Well, and I guess a prime example of it goes from like with Sammy, of a super relatable character that naturally got over,
Mhm.
that you can use 100%. And WWE seems very much to not be dropping the ball with this, versus AEW that had that same thing with Eddie, of a natural babyface that fully, completely just got over on his own. And they've managed to sit there and stick him with Jericho and bury him and sit there and just have him lose in feuds he shouldn't have, and just you float around doing a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, and that's kind of where your aura ends up, is you kind of fall by the wayside, where we're just like, oh, okay.
Right.
But that's just my opinion on that one. Like, I don't know. It's just, you just feel bad for the guy, because I think he has so much to offer.
Right. Oh, and we have the Dark Order right now, and right now Evil Uno and Claudio just caught Orange Cassidy.
Just caught Orange Cassidy. Doing what? I'm just kidding. All right, folks. Let's get going. Do you have a prediction, Nick?
That's going to be interesting. Is it the Blackpool Combat Club that wins this? I know some people have mentioned the House of Black, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get them as a surprise entrant into this. I would not at all be surprised.
That would be very nice. And I mean, they do deserve some, a W, maybe a win to feel good. Again, fan favorites, a team that a lot of people like. And yeah, I mean, let's go. Let's do something with them.
Right.
That's too much to ask. Just utilize the good talent. Stop making me watch, fucking wish.com Brock Lesnar. Like, why are we seeing Parker Boudreaux act like a complete maniac, and not even in an entertaining way? And we got all these other guys just sitting around.
Well, like I kind of signed out there and everything. WCW. And of course I freeze right as I do that.
Mm-hmm. That's what you did. You jinxed yourself. So
right.
I got a shit ton of teams in the ring right now. And we're going to picture in picture on my stream. And folks, we are in picture in picture. The battle continues. If you haven't made a prediction yet, Santahausen. There you go. I guess it's a trios. I thought it was just a battle royal. They didn't do I missed it, but I feel like they didn't do a very good job explaining this. Dark Order pop. Nah. No. That's just the Mark core audience of AEW. Dang it. Yeah, indeed. BCC for the win. Is John too big of a name for this match? Well, I think they're trying to pull him into this trios idea, right? Like, all right, so the Blackpool Combat Club wins $300,000. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess they got to keep Moxley busy. Nick, you still have the comment. Oh, there you go. We got that one. Vance has a new look. Yes, new look, new attitude. I still think he should have powerbombed -1, but that's just me. Nobody seemed to be on my side. Hassan, how are you? How are you tonight? Yeah, trying to figure that out still. Santahausen got that one. All right, have a good night. Thank you for not spoiling anything. A Black Christmas from the House of Black. What's up? Thank you for being here. Rampage has a total WCW Thunder feel, as Nick just spelled out. And Rampage always has that Thunder feel of, like, the people they were willing to go to Rampage and work. Or, oh, there goes the Butcher. There goes Orange. There goes Kip. So Kip eliminates Orange. Then gets eliminated by Cesaro, I believe. And now Kip and Orange are fighting on the ramp. That whole scuffle that Kip and Orange had looked so lame. It really does. It really does. In, like, on TV, like bad, like on like cheesy sitcoms, and there's a a scuffle, two friends getting a fight. That's what it kind of looks like. Stop another dark storyline, Spanish announce project, the Spanish announce team. I have no idea. All right. Top Flight and AR Fox for the win in the upset. Ugh, that's ugly. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, Damien. I just caught on. Luther's in this? Holy fuck, Luther's still here. It's going to be the BCC. Cliff, you insulted sitcom scuffle. Yeah, it looked really bad. Really bad. And I'm trying to, listen, I've been an advocate for Kip. Oh, hey, and Helico's still in this company. Holy shit. Kind of. It's accurate. Oh. Draglistico is out. Johnny. Oh. Okay, so the team is still in even if you lose somebody? There goes Johnny. Roosh says goodbye. Roosh, get out of here. And Draglistico laying to Johnny now. Uno with a chop on Roosh. Luther in a corner doing nothing. What else can I tell you? There's Butcher. Yeah. Angelic, Luther, and Serpentico are the sap. Oh, okay. You fucking hell. Thank you, Smile Mark, but there we go. I feel like maybe I don't even feel like I should have known that. Moxley gets Uno over. Basement drop kick on goodbye, Uno. Oh, we're getting a replay. That was such a magical moment. Uno down, hurt his shins. Luther throws Cesaro into the corner. I feel like Luther slimmed down quite a bit. Am I wrong? There goes Luther. Yeah, I mean, he was more aerodynamic. So Cesaro says goodbye to Luther. And now it looks like we're getting down. Butcher going after Cesaro. And here's a guy that I would like to get more of a push. Butcher and Blade, I think, are underutilized. So I see Trent. Oh, wait. There's a law in Texas that says you can't milk another man's cow. Moo. Okay, so we got the varsity, which, I mean, they hijacked the Varsity Blondes gimmick. So I don't know how Daivari made it into this group, but we got Nice. I like Josh Woods a lot, and Ari Daivari with that trio. Is there more teams coming? Or were they just late? Too hectic of a match, too much going. I don't mind it, like, in the sense of it is what it is. It's a battle royal, but it's weird. A trios battle royal, like and again, the rules weren't quite fully explained. But yeah, there is a shit ton going on. Got Moxley, Josh Woods, and Butcher in one corner. Moxley and Woods working together. Roosh just threw Yuta into the turnbuckle. And, oh, wow. Roosh goes to do... Oh! Shotgun drop kick on Yuta in the corner. And Chuck's... Roosh is on fire tonight. Goodbye, Yuta. Serpentico's still in the match. Who knew that was going to be a thing? Crazy. At least it's action. Merry Christmas. Big Nick, some love. I think Mox wins. Oh, there goes Pentaco. This is the first time I've watched a trios. Yeah, absolutely. Because for the reason that Mark pointed out, it's a lot of bodies, and we still got more people coming out. Top Flight and AR Fox. Anybody know, like, there's no countdown clock, guys? Is it an arbitrary amount of time? I feel like we went like 7 minutes without anybody, and then 2.5 minutes, two teams back to back. And I think JR is subtly saying what we are all saying. Wow. Huge cutter on Trent. That was pretty, as much as who cares about AR Fox and Top Flight. Ari Daivari over the top. Oh, Sterling, no, walks away, and there goes Cesaro with another elimination. Now we got Vance and Cesaro swinging at each other. What team is Preston on? Anyway, it's random, I feel. Very random. I mean, again, like kind of Nick said about SmackDown a little bit, in the sense of, here we go. We got, it's Christmas. So, we know we're not going to get, barn-burning stories and angles and moves and returns. But, I mean, all right, we get a nice battle royal. It's a bit of a weird concept. And again, I think AEW at times doesn't quite deliver their message clear enough. Other people are going to say, KJ, you're just not paying attention and you're on vitamins. But that's none of their business. Boink. There you go. He sprung by. Exactly. Oh, my God. I think the Butcher is hurt. Maybe. Who is that? Moxley just sitting in the corner taking a nap? He got spiked pile driver. Okay. Josh Woods with a big forearm. Cesaro stands up. I see House of Black coming out and destroying this thing. Yeah, but I mean, at this pace, there goes Woods. Big Woods chucked out by little Darius. Or Dante. It was Dante. My bad. Wow. There you go. And Darius gets rid of Tony Nese. That might actually be a good match. Top Flight versus the Varsity. Who knows? But keep the chat going. Keep it alive, folks. Keep talking about it. We will see what other teams are coming out. And Friday night here on the channel is always a good time. We will be back tomorrow, like I said, for our awards. And this is quite interesting right now. Roosh is calling on Cesaro. Moxley's there. AR Fox is there. Top Flight's there. And now there's this big stare down. There you go. I mean, ROH champion, former Ring of Honor champion. There we go. Wow. Okay. Thrown out by Martin and not Ricky. It's true. Oh, Roosh has got Claudio. And not Martin. I like it. Wow. Roosh pulls Cesaro onto the apron. Chop. Freaking Page to call. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that could happen. You think Roosh is going to win this out of left field? Like, this just random surprise. Like, we'll give it to Roosh. Never mind. Cesaro said enough of that shit. Was it me, or did I just see a security guard going at it with each other? Hold that thought. There goes AR. So we're down to Top Flight and the Blackpool Combat Club. Like, again, I don't get it in the crowd. Oh, This doesn't even look like, as you're looking at the visual, you're like, who cares? Like, Cesaro and Moxley should beat the living shit out of these kids. All right, Paige throwing bombs. Okay, I caught up. Security got there quick. Does that mean top flight? Dante and my vote. Called it before it happened. Was it me or did it? Yeah. This is insane. Hangman going after Moxley. You don't care. Come on, folks. There you go. So we had this big battle royal. Now all we're watching. Oh, Moxley's still in? Oh, no. Moxley going up to jump on everybody. So now I got Cesaro in the ring with both members of Top Flight. Action Jobber should have won this match. Touche. So was it it ends up being a single winner? But trios teams? Cesaro has both men up, both men down. There's no way you let Top Flight take this. Claudio, no. 1 on the apron, 2 on the apron. What is happening? And we're still fighting outside the ring if you guys are keeping track at home. Cesaro getting kicked in the face by everybody. I did notice that. It looked awkward with the way he landed on one of the security guards. Now they get Cesaro up. Jesus, this is crazy. And we are literally 21 minutes into, well, maybe slightly less than that. 19 minutes in. 18. Big elbows. Oh, got. Okay, this is going forever. Wouldn't have this been better if it was like Claudio and Roosh the last two? Like, I don't get it. Are they trying to put a shine on Top Flight? Why? Boo. Apparently not. It'd be really fucked up if it did now. I don't get it. I'm with you. I really don't. I don't understand the booking method. I don't understand how they come to the conclusions and ideas that they do. And I don't understand that they just, we're going and it's, yeah, okay. That was pretty cool, actually. Cesaro holds on. Holy shit. Miro should be TNT champion. At minimum, All Atlantic or Pacific or whatever the fuck one he picked. Pacific. All Pacific? Only Pacific? All Atlantic? This is still going. Jesus. Okay, but they win as a tag team? They don't have to... I don't... I'm so confused on so many different fucking levels, and I would like to think that I know a little bit about what we do here.
That's fine, because I do. I don't know what we're talking about. What?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
All right.
Literally have Top Flight. Why Top Flight? Again, my question becomes, you didn't have anyone else in this company that you could give this kind of... Like, if it was Roosh and Cesaro at the end, I'm in for that battle, right?
Oh, they did. They just chose the wrong decision. It's one of those of Tony Khan has very much always been presented with a bunch of options.
Yeah.
And like 3 of them make sense. He's like those fucking the dentist commercials of 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. He's the one that picked the wrong fucking thing the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, my rational brain is like, this just doesn't compute. It doesn't add
makes
up.
your brain hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Okay, you want to run the angle where Page cost, but again, if Cesaro had eliminated Darius, he would have had to eliminate Dante as well. However, they eliminate him, but because they're partners, I guess
it's all sort of convoluted. I was even just going to point out as we're in commercial right now notice how that took up the whole first half hour of this show. So hopefully you weren't expecting anything else that's happening later tonight to go any sort of time, because it's definitely not.
Yeah, like it's just dude, it baffles me. Like I know that we joke. This is like, Thursday Night Thunder and da-da-da-da. But Dante Martin, Darius comes back from injury. He's in a match with Moxley. Then this. It's just like, why? Why them? And here,
go ahead.
No,
I was just going to say, because they're friends with the Bucks and all that. It's just, that's his favorite action figures this month.
Hey, KJ, it could be worse. You could be Matt Hardy or Andrade, where you land on the back of the staircase in the Monopoly board. Yeah, listen.
Bless you. But Matt Hardy's just there, I think, at this point, collecting a paycheck, and Andrade's actively trying to get himself out of that company as fast as he can.
Yes, I agree. Sorry, folks.
Yes, I'm sure you do, and I'm sure the tissues do too.
I'm allergic to this bull.
I know there's 2 more matches. Yeah,
that's it.
Well, there's more than that. I thought there's Jade Cargill's advertised. We have Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens versus Jay Lethal, which it's interesting that we're not getting again the Acclaim versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, but I feel like we've seen that already. We've still got Eddie Kingston to speak. I'm sure we're still gonna hopefully hear something from MJF. We're probably going to hear something from the Elite. There's still a good bit that's probably going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of Eddie Kingston,
there'll be a lot of tape, like pre-tapes from the back. Like I think it's bullshit when they say like, "Oh, we're going to hear from MJF on Dynamite." They fully know that the fans are hoping to see the man or see the champion or at least have him. Oh no, we taped this after. That's a little shitty. That's a little bait and switch.
Right. We've got
Bobby,
Eddie, and Ortiz right now in the ring. Oh no, I like Larry. Did the circle just sneeze? Yes, that was Uncle Howdy back there. Even Uncle Howdy's got a case of the sniffles every now and then.
That's what happens. I'm telling you, man. I'm allergic to this.
Why we're live?
Yes. Listen, I'm surprised more shit hasn't happened on these streams. It's hard being live this much.
Yeah, 9+ hours, 525,600 minutes.
I mean, and I feel like I've only dozed off on like one of them, so we're good.
I think we all did. I think it was Double or Nothing. We're all just like, wait, there's a match happening. What?
Wake me up tomorrow.
But Eddie out here just spitting that hot fire again. If you want us to see us kick their asses, let me know.
Listen, I will continue to go on the record. I know
Eddie's calling out the House of Black right now. And he even said, hit the lights, do the trick, let's go.
Interesting. What's with the dog head?
You got that dog in you.
Everyone else is barking.
So Julia Hart's out there now, and she throws to a video package of Malachi, Brody, and Murphy. I'm here. Honestly, if you have Malachi versus Eddie Kingston, shut up and take my money. Like, how do I pick who I want to win when it comes to that? I'm just happy.
Yeah, that should. I mean, I'm surprised. It's interesting booking. It feels like it comes a little bit, out of left field. And I've been literally on Wednesday went on an absolute rant because I want to see more Eddie Kingston. I want Eddie Kingston used more. I think you missed the boat with Eddie Kingston. You let Chris Jericho suck the life out of Eddie Kingston. So
pause. But and so even right there, so Malachi saying that we'll fight on our time, but also even planting the seeds of doubt between Ortiz and Eddie Kingston of saying, is Ortiz going to stay faithful to Eddie Kingston?
I can see Ortiz being a fit
in the House of Black. No,
yeah.
I think you add Homicide with Ortiz, or maybe if we get a returning Santana. Eddie Kingston, and I know I hate to add Eddie to a trios match. I'd love to see just a regular singles match with Eddie and Malachi. But if you're going to do a trios of, say, Brody, Malachi, and Murphy, you do that versus Eddie, Ortiz, and, say, Homicide, 100%. Right.
Well, here's the thing, Nick. I mean, and this is a question I was going to ask after the last match, but I'll ask it now here because it still pertains to both situations. Why don't you have your wrestlers in divisions and kind of make sense of it? Like, why are the single competitors always in tag matches? The tag teams are always in singles matches. Random people are in trios matches. Like, I'd rather see Eddie have a singles run.
That's why. Accusations. But as we're getting Garcia and Sammy Guevara kind of squaring up right now, so again, of
a lot of shit.
They missed the boat with this. Of you had the opportunity to do this. Why are you doing it now?
But even
as Sammy's, you need a hug. As Garcia's like, get off me.
3-on-2 beatdown. Yeah, not tonight. That was a bit of a nothing segment, unfortunately.
It was, at least Eddie was on TV. I'll give him that.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't just a fucking YouTube thing.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with being on
I was going to say, as a YouTube show, not saying nothing.
Right.
We appease the algorithm. Jade coming out right now with the baddies. Just, how you doing?
I see what you're saying, JV. I was like, what do you, and the logic. Okay, that makes sense. No, I get it. And I mean, I understand what the logic is, but at the same time, I mean, again, then it doesn't make sense that you want to highlight guys like, Darius from Top Flight. You have singles guys that could be in those spots. I mean, I would have been okay with, someone else stepping into that match.
Well, and so putting the switch here of putting a focus on a singles competitor. We've got Jade Cargill out right now, and they're even pointing out of how she's 45-0.
Yeah. When did the Sammy thing start where Sammy's like obsessed with Danny and Danny hates him?
I don't know.
It kind of
you're asking me to pay attention to Jericho Appreciation Society storylines and
bad for your health.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend not paying attention to Jericho Appreciation Society segments there.
However, I think 9 out of 10 do recommend Jade Cargill in your life.
100%, as she's going against Vixen, I believe is her name. But this is a squash and a half here, I feel.
Layla Gray, Red Velvet. Tasha Steele going to challenge for this belt now?
Maybe at some point, I feel. I still, outside of, since she won the Ring of Honor title, I still feel Athena was going to be the one to take it off her. As we get picture-in-picture.
All right, you got picture-in-picture. Listen, truth to be told, TK has 2 wrestling promotions and a zillion wrestlers and 3 hours of airtime. And it's not a matter of having too much talent. It's not a matter of not having enough TV time. It is a matter of getting in your own way. It's a matter of taking the time you have and not maximizing that time by putting the most talented people in the right spots.
But a part of that does come from having so many people on your roster that you now have to try to please everybody.
Yeah, but but you got to figure out who your top talent is, and you got to find a way to highlight them. And these bottom up and coming green talents, fucking, you have 2 YouTube shows. But when I got Eddie Kingston on fucking YouTube every week, and he makes a brief Rampage appearance, dude, it's not enough. It's misusing the talent you have. That's the biggest problem. Not you have too much of it. The problem is you're trying to use all of it.
But I get what you're saying, but that is also a little bit of a double-edged sword of, well, you can't misuse that much of it if you don't have that much of it.
But you have it. That's the argument, right?
Like, I know, I understand that, but it's one of those, if you didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree with you. It's just one of those of, it's now compounded because of how much talent he has.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that Tony lacks as a booker, as a wrestling show maker, for a lack of a better fucking term, is he just doesn't seem to I think his evaluation of talent is very much heart-based and friendship-based, clearly. And therefore, I think he gets in these situations where, I think Orange Cassidy and the Bucks and this one and that one, they're awesome. So guys like Miro don't get used at all. He don't care if Miro leaves. Fuck Miro. We don't care.
Well, Miro also doesn't want to take an L.
But here, that's the comment, and that bothered me because it's not about taking the L. Yeah, and I actually, and I mean, guys, you're gonna get me started on Meltzer here, and it's Christmas. I don't want to do it. But here's the thing: the WWE guys aren't shying away from taking L's. The WWE guys are shying away from taking bad L's to lesser talent. That's the problem. When you don't know how to book and they come to you with something that's shit, you turn it down, because we've seen Miro take losses. We've seen Malachi take losses. We've seen a list of Eddie Kingston taking losses. It's not about the loss. It's about what it means for the character, for the wrestler. What does this do for me? Am I going to lose in a way that I get over? Does it lead to something else? Oh, no, you're just going to lose. I don't know. Get out of here.
Fair enough. Well, like JV said there, as we are in a commercial right now, I'm sorry, those YouTube shows are useless. They're there to build up a library.
Listen, I don't mind, just a straight run through of just some matches. And I mean, it does bring some familiarity to people, to certain wrestlers. I mean, if you tune in once in a while and then eventually someone shows up on the show, but it should be a developmental, it should be a tier thing, not just a place for indie people to show up and sign and wrestle. Like, it should be some type of feeder system.
Right. I mean, on Halfway, that's what it is. It's when you have guys like Eddie Kingston, like Bryan Danielson, etc., that are down there and having matches of, well, then it's no longer a true feeder system of, here's whatever local talent, whatever area you're in, of see what you can do, kid. Now it becomes of, well, I don't have anything for you on TV, so here's something.
Yeah,
Jay picks up the win now.
Yeah, of course she does. I pray for that happen when Carhill loses in 2023. She's not going to lose. She's going to win 100 matches. And that's why they're giving her more dark matches to move this number faster.
She does the Goldberg to where she has, a house show match, and all of a sudden she goes from like 49-0 to like 57-0 and shit like that.
Tony knows there's too many Smart Mark fans, so that I don't think will be the case. I think she'll win every one of the 100 she gets.
Well, who does she go against now? As I've got a video package for Ruby calling out Anna Jay and Tay Mello, so it looks like we're gonna get Ruby and I guess Willow now versus Anna Jay and Tay Mello.
Again, did we not get this already? Did we not get like a mix thing? Did Ortiz and Ruby not lose to like Tay and Sammy like 3 times in 2 broken
It's
noses?
one of those. Well, that's the thing, is when you only use X amount of talent, even though you have a full library, a full cabinet, When you only keep making the same dishes, they all tend to kind of blend together.
Right? Fair enough. It's fucking mind numbing. Like, and I know I'm bitching right now, but it literally is just a sense of like, come on now.
Top Flight versus Claudio and John Moxley on Wednesday. Also, we get match number 5, 6 of the best of 7 series. We get Ethan Page versus Bryan Danielson, and we get a TNT and Ring of Honor World Title Championship match. Or no, it's a TNT Championship match between Samoa Joe and Wardlow.
Nick, and actually, you just made me dawn on that, and thank you for that update, buddy. I have a question. You weren't here with me Wednesday, and I wanted to ask you as a big MJF fan. You know, I think we kind of got excited at the premise of, oh shit, finally Bryan's going to come after MJF. This is going to be good. And you know, and then this week, everything kind of goes sideways, and now Bryan's in a match with Page.
I get what you're asking and everything, and I halfway get it, and I also halfway feel of that. You need to build a contender. Okay, cool. So MJF had his first title defense. Now you let it simmer. Now you have Danielson versus Ethan Page to see who faces MJF. And
I guess that's because Bryan hasn't earned the title. He's Daniel fucking Bryan.
He's Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. It's Daniel fucking Bryan.
Right. So all he has to do to earn it is show up.
I think so, a little bit. I mean, we know who he is. He's built it on merit. And I think sometimes I just feel like it distracts from where we're trying to go. Like, I'd much rather see an interaction between the two guys that are pissed off at each other than, you know, a side argument with some other person. It's almost like, you know, when you know everyone's around and you're in an argument and there's like one person chirping off on the side and it's like, shut up, Derek. Like,
right.
It's just,
fair enough. Yeah, 100% of still to where you just had Daniel Bryan chasing off MJF to where they even sat there and made merch about it and everything. And then now you put that on the back burner a little bit of, no, at times you should kind of strike when the iron's hot.
Yeah, I think so at the same time. And I mean, you can let it simmer. And I do think, I mean, if this rivalry is heading towards MJF and Bryan, I think MJF's going over it quick.
Fair enough. Well, at least though, I feel like with that one, that you feel like Danielson has more of a chance to take the belt off of MJF than Ricky Starks did, to be honest.
Yeah, you do. And that's where people were like, oh, like some of the fans have said on the chat, even Wednesday, that, yeah, MJF will probably give up the belt the first pay-per-view of the year of 2023.
Really? They think that he drops it that quick?
I'm surprised with that assumption.
Right. To
be honest, but could you see it? Like, could he lose it and then chase it again? Like, does that make sense?
No. That does not make sense. That's now that he has it, he has to rock with it for a hot minute, I feel.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a tough sell, man.
All right. We're already in the last 15 minutes, by the way, for Rampage, just saying, as we're in commercial right now.
See it, 3 hours flies here at the Wrestling for Life Network. I mean, we're so used to doing those long ones. Like, these ones are easy peasy.
When you do 9 hours, 3 hours somehow seems easy. Most people, that's even crazy.
Right? So, I mean, folks, we appreciate everyone being here on the night before Christmas. On my dad's side, this is known as Tibbs Eve, which is basically an excuse to get hammered. The premise is get hammered before you have to put up with your family for 2 days. So, so happy Tibbs Eve to everyone out there. And yeah, I mean, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever, all the above.
What?
What? Hey, we haven't had a what all night.
I'm building up to it, saving it.
I'm making them special, Dave.
Can't give that shit away for free anymore.
Wait, sorry. Distracted. JV's convinced that MJF should not have the belt, that he should have given it up to Starks.
No.
Yeah, I still think it's too soon.
Right.
But kind of like Bray, I want MJF to have meaningful shit happening around him.
Right.
And I don't want him to only wrestle 5-6 times in 2023.
Oh.
Oh.
No, well, we had up next, we had the advertisement for the tag match, and now we cut backstage for real quick of here, come quick, as Hobbs is just mushing somebody in the face up against the wall there.
Mary Wattmass.
Mary Wattmass. And a Mary Wattmass to you too as well. Wattmass be with you and also with you.
On the first day of Wattmass.
Oh, well, we already had A-Town sitting there of, you know,
what man gave to me.
Read, you know,
what's
their
what?
Never mind. The whole Christmas story there. I'm trying to blank on that. I'm blanking on the name here as we've got the Acclaimed and Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal backstage with your kind of moment of the night here. I'm waiting for Mark Henry to show up.
Mark Henry, I'm slightly behind you as always with Dynamite. Or sorry, with Rampage especially.
Right.
My stream does not like TNT. I think Double J. I really just wish Double J would go away. Go away. And the people who are friends with Double J who are like, it's excellent that he's in AEW. It's again where Nick, you say, oh, they don't have enough TV time. Well, yeah. Well, stop giving fucking TV time to fucking guys like that. Jericho's in your main event 4 out of 6 weeks. Why? You have other talent. No, we don't.
What talent? What talent? We don't have talent here. We don't have talent. We have developmental. We have professional wrestlers. Oh, that's what it was. Twas the what before Christmas. That's what I was trying to think of.
Before Christmas and all the what's in the house.
Right. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a KJ.
I'm always stirring. KJ needs solid win. MJF, not KJ.
KJ needs solid. KJ needs a solid win.
I need a solid win here tonight.
Right.
Don't worry. I got Cena partnering with me next week. We'll be good.
Yeah, you'll still draw more than Jeff Jarrett here coming out. Still very much a la Impact, a la WCW. That's the thing is, unfortunately, with Jeff Jarrett, he's got a little bit of that of the Pepe Le Pew on him of anytime you see him, you think Impact Wrestling, you think Global Force Wrestling, you think the end days of WCW. You don't think, talented pro wrestler. You don't think Memphis Wrestling.
If you ask most wrestling fans as well, Nick, if you say like, give me some moment, like, what do you remember about Jeff Jarrett and WWE? A lot of wrestling fans, and I can be corrected if I'm wrong, remember the China scenario and how that all fell apart before you. Oh yeah, he was the country music guy. He's like, that kind of comes up first.
Oh, absolutely. As we've got Maxcaster right now, spitting that hot fire, as Daddy Ass pause and Bowens come out to the ring here. I think Tony Khan's favorite rappers are Caster, and Caster. Like Dylon, and Dylon.
But this is, like I said, I love Jay Lethal. I really do. I like Jay Lethal, a veteran. But Rampage should be full of young talent that you're trying to expose to your crowd. And I mean, Jarrett's just taking up minutes on the TV that you don't have enough of.
Right.
Wah, wah. You realize he got let go of a backstage position with the other company. You put him in the ring.
That's why he became available.
Right? But yeah, you know what? The other company had you backstage. We'll put you in there. You'll help. He's not helping. And again, I listen to people like fucking Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray. Oh, this is really good for AEW. It's not. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's hurting the product.
Really good because old men like to watch other old men wrestle, I guess.
I have it. How long before Bully Ray is actually fucking on this show?
Give it time. He's already still doing stuff with Impact and everything. But I like JV here I remember Jeff Jarrett as Owen Hart's partner. That's the most of what I remember. That was an actual, positive spot with Jeff Jarrett and
they were good.
WWE.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I mean, I love Slammy Owen.
The
Slammy Award winner.
Roll up from Bowens for a 2 count.
Jeez. Jeff Jarrett has always been overshadowed by his opponents. Jarrett just knows how to negotiate. Listen, he's got the gift of gab. He's got lineage. Remember, he comes with wrestling history behind him.
Well,
So he is
he even mentions Daddy Jerry Jarrett.
Mm-hmm. Right? So he does. I mean, he's got clout. And so when you got a guy who's like, yeah, listen, I'm a multi-generation fucking wrestler. It's in my family, even on the promotion side of things. I know what I'm doing. I wrestled for years. So like, fuck, sure, let's do this. And then you find out.
By the way, folks, we're not watching wrestling in 2001, but right now we have Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn in the ring.
How fucked is this?
We're not watching no Attitude Era. No, this is no replay. This is live 2022.
Right.
We have Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn having a main event match in a wrestling promotion right now.
Combined age of 111 in the ring right now.
Oh,
no bullshit.
They are.
Is their combined age higher than everyone else in the match combined?
It's combined. It's higher than the IQ of TK. That's for sure.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think like, okay, you got your acclaimed. This is a cute little win, but I'd rather see them beat up. Put Top Flight in this match, right? Let Top Flight fight your champions, and let someone else win the fucking battle royal.
Have the battle royal come down to Claudio and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
it's not great, but I haven't seen that before. This isn't a rerun of like we were talking about. Of you probably saw this with New Age Outlaws versus Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart.
Mm-hmm. Jarrett and Lethal for the win. Billy Gunn, my vote. I'm going to go Billy Gunn as well.
Yeah.
Will Fake Khali get involved? Probably. Listen, I wouldn't be shocked if Jeff Jarrett gets the win tonight. I'll change my vote. I'm going to go Jeff Jarrett.
Fine. Then I'll say Sister Me, Daddy Claus. Pause.
Yeah. Did you ever notice that Jared, for all these years, we didn't know that Jared was a scissorer as well?
Right. He started the whole scissor.
Right, he's the OG scissor.
Right. Pause.
Yeah.
Out there selling that Jarrett Gold and everything.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nick, so this is taped Wednesday, as we know. Mm-hmm. And the way the crowd sounds right now during this main event is how it sounded for 90% of the show on Wednesday. It was crickets in the fucking building all the way through the show, with the exception of what you would imagine was the trio's car wreck.
But that seems to be happening at least this week, especially. I know we've been all here during holiday week. It seems like with professional wrestling this week, whether it be like when we watched SmackDown tonight and everything, it was at times almost pulling teeth to try and get a solid reaction.
What I don't get is, if I was going to spend the money and sit in that building, I'd be losing my mind, even if no one else around me was cheering. Why are you spent the money? Go now.
Because their tickets were comped.
You fuck. Amen.
Right. It's hard. It's easy to not react when you don't have to pay to get there.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's not part of the seat filler agreement, is that you also have
right. We just release how many people are there. We don't release how many people paid to be there.
What's better? A fucking 50 seat fillers that don't cheer, don't move, don't make a sound, or just empty chairs and you realize that everyone there is pumped to be there.
A warm body is better than an empty chair.
Like a pitcher. Bring it in.
No, because then when you can only fill the front row, then that's when it becomes a problem.
That's funny as shit. F. Jarrett is a third generation. F. Jarrett or Jeff Jarrett?
F. Jarrett. I say F.
Jarrett. Sick of his shit.
Right. Slap nuts.
Third generation promoter. Yep, absolutely.
This is still one of my favorite old school WWE documentary lines, because I'm pretty sure they don't even air this one on Peacock anymore. It's like the rise and fall of the Ultimate Warrior that they made, and then they struck a deal with Warrior, and now that suddenly isn't talked about, but broke a million guitars, never drew a die. Christ, even when Vince bought WCW, he went out of his way to point out I'm firing specifically you, Jeff Jarrett. Double J, double E, double F.
Yeah, it is what it is, man, at the end of the day. And listen, there was points like, you know, when I said it before, when Jeff Jarrett kind of went through the makeover and came back with a spiky hair, was calling everybody slap nuts. I liked him. I thought he was a good heel. Thought he was a really good, you know, mid-card IC title heel. And then it just went off the rails, and then he just had a fucking sputtering, interesting career after that of like you said, you've listed them all. They just all kind of went up in flames, and he just happened to be standing there sometimes in the match.
Why is Max not in the match instead of Billy Gunn? I think in part because they've already done that match, and I think I'm assuming, I guess maybe Max might be a little banged up because I know Bowens is. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but again, I think it is partly due to injury. I assumed it was going to be like a 3-on-3 type thing.
Who would have been the third, Sanjay or Satnam?
I'd imagine Sanjay, but Satnam, I mean, you made a big deal about signing this 8-foot man, and he does nothing and looks horrible when he does. Oh, Christmas tree.
He's the Christmas creature.
Tree. How, what?
Why?
Oh, crap.
I'm working and I look over and see Jeff Jarrett wrestling. He is in phenomenal shape. Wow. Oh.
He's in good shape. He's all right.
Who's in better shape, Jeff Jarrett or Billy Gunn?
It's not even a
Billy
question.
Gunn still looks like he could hold the IC title now.
Billy Gunn is one of the most in shape people in all of wrestling at 56 years old.
Still, even when you had the DX reunion at like WrestleMania 31 or whatever, to where everybody else is kind of jogging out there. Billy just fuck off. I'm sprinting. I have good knees.
Yeah. It's so crazy to see like DX come out and shit, and they're all like limping and weathered and
okay.
Right.
Right.
Jeff Jarrett, only reason he's relevant is he gets opponents with I mean,
broke a million guitars, never drew a die.
Yeah. It's pretty much it. Match still going, folks. We're coming up to the last few minutes here. I imagine Jay Lethal and Jarrett are in control. And
Jay Lethal with elbow drop to Bowens and now setting up for a suplex.
Look, it's so confusing. So we didn't even get your tag team champs tonight. They lied to us. Are they working on the Freebird rule now?
Oh, the Acclaim? I don't think so.
Right? Any one of the three can defend it?
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad show. I mean, Billy Gunn so far been is like 10 for 10 for in that Famouser.
I mean, there you go. I mean, Billy's great though. Billy knows how to get over. He knows how to work the crowd. He's an old vet. He's a Hall of Famer. Like shit, man. And he looks phenomenal.
Oh, he's the man. He's managed to get 2 generations of kids suspended from school between Suck It and Scissor Me. Pause.
Right. Well, the thing is, the Honky Tonk Man drew in a lot of places for a long time. So he does have that over Jarrett. Is the Honky Tonk Man was a better draw than Jeff Jarrett, oddly enough. But as campy as that gimmick is looking back, Nick, it was huge at the time.
Just the Honky Tonk Man. Just the Honky Tonk Man. And he managed to luck into being Jerry the King Lawler's cousin, who got in good, especially obviously with commentary and all of that with Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm. Cliff, those are accusations.
Right.
He's on a liver diet.
I was going to say it. I like that.
Why do you think who do you think would win, Satnam Singh or Nick?
Father Time, because I think we would all pass away before they can get a fucking headlock going together. That's what happens when you have a tree versus a tree.
Have you guys
eventually Father Time just wins out.
Have you guys seen the movie Lord of the Rings?
See, you knew where I was going.
The fucking trees walk in that movie. So that's what that would be like watching Omos and Satnam Singh is the fucking tree army.
Oh,
Billy got
2 count. Sanjay with an elbow from Bowens.
The truth is, this is a good question, Damien.
Terrible skull-crushing finale from Jared on the Bowen.
There you go. Oddly enough, Road Dogg, I believe, was more over back in the day. And Road Dogg was more comfortable being a solo than Billy. Billy struggled with the mic back in the day.
Billy Gunn was the best hot tag. Oh, handspring cutter from the lethal injection onto Billy Gunn. As they point out, by the way, that Caster's out of the match because of Jeff Jarrett. Goddamn.
Yeah, but they got to do a better job of communicating with. It's all about communication. Oh,
right.
Satnam just gets.
But so you managed to backslide into that one. But no, 100% of Road Dogg was the guy in the mic. Billy Gunn was the greatest hot tag in professional wrestling.
Yes.
And because that's the thing, is still with Road Dogg, of everybody still remembers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly brings to you 100%. You're not getting that. The most you barely remember with Billy Gunn is, we got 2 words for you.
And that's what made that team so good, Nick, is the fact that Billy came in, hit his punchline. He was good at it. And the same thing. He waited for his hot tag. I would argue that, obviously Armstrongs being what they were, you're very much the worker of the team. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they cut out real quick. Short for time.
Yeah, they ran it right up against the fucking bumper, eh?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Good night.
All right. Night.
Like 2.5 out. Fucking hell. I know people are gonna say, KJ, you are overthinking this, you are beating this to death. And all I can say is I'm a fan of AEW who is gradually growing disappointed. Now, part of the problem is like when you see something like we got with Rick Ross and Swerve and it's garbage, and you got fans out there just like, this is amazing. Like there are people who will tell us this Jeff Jarrett match with the Acclaimed and Billy was fucking outstanding. What a match. And it's great to see the old guys. Like, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't make any sense. Your fucking tag champs are now on the losing side of an L that they don't need to be on by a nobody team that really should be in Ring of Honor. And you see where I'm going here? Help me, help you.
Oh, well, no, at this point I feel like you're taking all the words entirely out of my mouth. I've been saying this of Jeff Jarrett was one of the signs of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse when it comes to AEW. I feel of now he's got a backstage role. He's, also main eventing shows. He's heavily involved with the tag titles, all of that. I even joked around. I think I said it probably on the Rumble to where I feel like Triple H right now, when you speak about like with the Rick Ross situation, all of that, of he can almost do the Suge Knight situation of now anyone that wants to be a pro wrestler but doesn't want the rappers out there cutting the promos, stealing the segments, the veterans coming back and working your spots, taking your matches, come to WWE. That's how I feel right now. He can run this 100% because Tony's just a kid that's really excited around Christmas time with a lot of money and a lot of action figures. And he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He's like a dog chasing a car. He doesn't know what the fuck he'll do when he catches it.
Yeah. And no, I completely agree with you on that front. And I mean, it's really a case of just, listen, I know maybe Rampage doesn't matter anymore, but maybe it should. I think there's a way of booking it. And I mean, you can highlight some of the not Dynamite ready talent. I think it'd be great. But again, having like fucking Jarrett and Satnam Singh and Jay Lethal and it's just a hodgepodge mix. Evil Uno was in the ring tonight. Luther, Serpentico. They still have jobs? Like, what the fuck?
Dark.
Yeah, but they don't need to
be. They got more TV time than any fucking Kingston.
They don't
need Malachi Black.
They don't need to be there.
Right. Well, so what's your rating? Here you go.
5,
5, 4, 3, 2. Got a blast.
6. Okay.
Oof. Mary Eve.
Mary Eve. I mean, we're getting almost close to actual Eve.
Right.
Bro, like, I mean, we have this I mean, it's so hard to rate the show. I mean, I gave fucking Dynamite a 2. Was Rampage better than Dynamite? Whew. I'm kind of stuck.
Accusations. Well, I like this, and this might be accusations as well of what AEW did release is the Twitter comments begging AEW to never bring back Rick Ross.
That segment was one of the worst put together segments. It's like we were watching the dress rehearsal. Like that's what it felt like. Like it was awkward. Swerve went like we were waiting for Swerve. Rick Ross poked him in the back of the head. Like it was just fucking bad. Keith Lee looked like not into it. He moved slow. It was clunky.
He looked bigger than Parker Boudreaux, by the way.
Yeah,
like significantly bigger.
Yeah.
Example, you a big motherfucker.
And Parker, like punch, screen.
Right.
Like
literally back right.
Just like, what are you doing?
Right. Relax, my guy. Relax.
Bad shit. So as an AEW fan, I want, my 2023 wish for AEW is just Tony look around and take guys that have real legitimate wrestling minds and work on a 12-month plan. Okay, this is where we're going to be 12 months from now, January to December. Here's the plan, hoping for no injuries, but here's our outline of who's going to go where and do what. Plot it out. Take a plan. Prove us wrong. Was this year 4, Nick? We're going into year 4.
Now we're going to year 4.
It's put up or shut up time. 4, 5. You'd be dead by 5 if you can't figure out 4.
Well, they've got a couple nails in the coffin, I feel.
3. I'm going to go with Thomas.
You're going to go with 3?
I think I said 2, but yeah, whatever.
Well, no, I think that's what you said. You gave Dynamite, so somehow Rampage ends up a point higher. But that
because it was an hour
spirit taking over. Because I'm going to go full holiday with this, and I'm not even going to give it an actual number rating. I'm going to just give it in a partridge in a pear tree because I don't know what the fuck to really rate. Listen, I see your face, but I don't know what to really rate. Like it was a whole lot of things, nothing really a cohesive story, nothing that's really saying I need to turn around and watch Dynamite next week, nothing that's really even making me want to tune in and see this as a product of as far as storylines and what have you. It didn't pay off for anything. It felt really like it almost felt like it was intended for that battle royal, the trios battle royal thing to be the whole show, because everything else beyond that felt super rushed. And we had to rush things like Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn still having a match, and it's not 2001. This isn't a King of the Ring quarterfinal in WWE. This is Friday night, December 23rd in 2022. We have Billy Gunn and Jeff Jarrett in a main event.
Yeah. No, I apologize. You were in the middle of a speech, and Van Halen just kicked in the background, and then other
Ciao.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is the funny. I love this. This might be my comment of the night, Damien, because it's wow. Now we're getting Double J and Lethal versus Matt Caster and Anthony Bowens for the tag team champions. Wow, bad booking. Wrong. You didn't even get that. You got Billy Gunn.
We're getting. Well, no, I see what he's getting, but yeah, even for a guy like Damien, who's king of the Hopium, who's the Pablo Escobar of Hopium around this channel here and everything, to be sitting there and saying, no, that's just awful booking at this point. That's the thing, is whether it be with how much Jeff Jarrett's on TV, how much Chris Jericho's on TV, how much the Jericho Appreciation Society's on TV. Of now you're starting to see those AEW fans turn on its own product. Of now you're really starting to see,
there's definitely a diehard core that there's nothing that could happen out there. They could literally shoot a poodle in the middle of the show and nobody would. Be like,
but that's the thing, is that core. Now we already saw the drop off of the casual fans that went from AEW back to WWE once Papa Paul took over, and now AEW struggling to even get close to 1 million, let alone they would break it here or there. Now I feel like we're going to get even deeper with that, and we're just going to keep going down, and we're going to go down, and it's going to be more of a core audience, but nothing outside of that's going to appeal to it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't want that. I want them to build. I want them to climb. I want two really strong, viable companies that offer a different style of product. I don't even have a problem with it. It's like I know we have the entertainers versus the flips and tricks, and I'm okay with the chaos that they bring. I just wanted to. I feel like in the beginning of the shows there was a little more rhyme or reason to everything, and it's just gone to shit.
Right.
Realistically, AEW for me kind of started the year really well, and then it just fucking tanked the back half. With the exception of Ring of Honor pay-per-view and Full Gear was pretty good.
And to me, it's one of those, and I've said it for the longest time, of when Hunter took over WWE, nothing changed within AEW. It's the landscape around that the playing field changed, and now they've had to react to it, and they haven't reacted well.
Right, there you go. William Regal traded. There you go. I like. I'll take that trade.
That's up there with Seattle trading Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos. There of sold him a fucking bag of goods that didn't mean squat.
Mm-hmm. What I'd like to see, I'd almost like to do that is like plot out like who would technically be exchanged for who. Like you
imagine, that might be an idea for a show at some point. Right. With the amount of people swapping companies and everything, we'll do wrestling trades.
Right, like you got Soraya, we got so and so.
We'll do proposals and everything of even then of like, so I would trade, so and so from this promotion to that one. Who would you be willing to trade back for so and so? Thumbs up or thumbs down if you want to see that. What?
One of the last comments of the night, folks. If Double J and Jay Lethal win the listen, I'll just kind of revert from that question. It's bad booking anyway. We know that. But would you not agree? Like, do you not want to just see your tag champions or your TNT champion or whatever champion it is, especially a new champion? That's the thing here. They haven't done a whole lot as champions. Just beat team after team out. Feed them. Here's Luther and Serpentico. Here's so-and-so and so-and-so. And just let them win matches.
But does then that, though, drop the tag titles down? Because it's, again, of, like, we were talking about with, like,
it's only if it's
Angel Garza and Humberto of, like, if they beat them, they beat if the Usos beat them, Top Dollar, Viking Raiders, what have you, of jobber team versus jobber team versus jobber team of, all right, now it looks like you're not beating anyone that's really credible.
Well, that's the thing. And I think with the X factor on this one is when you're in a long established champion like the Usos, then you do have to make sure that whoever you feed them up is worthy of it. I get that.
Right.
But when you're a young champion, you're proving that you can maintain that. The thing is, they got to get easy wins. They can't be in like super competitive 20-minute matches with fucking Dark Order. They can't do it. They got to get in, win a really solid, quick 5 to 7 minute match, and keep it simple and just shine them. And then somebody will come along to piss them off. They bump into somebody the wrong way. And then you put them in even if it's Jarrett and Lethal, at least by the time you get to this and somebody's kind of going at them a little for the championship, we've seen them win. We want to continue to see them win. And it's more opportunities for them to just do their shtick. How many times did we watch the New Age Outlaws come out, beat up whoever?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just so they could do that. Right.
Fair enough. I mean, Christ, even just the few that they had with Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, that's about the moments. You found the two guys that get themselves over. The crowd loves them. They're chanting. The scissor thing works. You find fucking reasons to put them in front of your audience.
Right.
And win and leave happy. You just sat through fucking 7 hours of wrestling, and the last thing you saw was Jeff Jarrett celebrating. Get the fuck out of here. Merry fucking Christmas. Thank you, Tony.
Double J. Ain't he great?
Yeah, turning me into the GRINC.
All right, double G, double O, double N, double E. The good old Goonie.
So that's my only thing. And I mean, I'm again trying to be constructive here, but it is Christmas, Nick. We will be back tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve. So as Santa's heading down some chimneys, we'll be heading into your homes. I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Right.
Yeah, we'll be streaming live. we will bring you the 4 Lifeys, our first annual award, where we will run through all these topics. We'll do it in our flair, our style, our attitude, and we're looking forward to it. We got a lot of categories to get through. We're looking forward to everyone tuning in. If you can't be there tomorrow for Christmas Eve, remember, once it goes live, you can click on it anytime. It's our Christmas gift to you. But that being said, folks, thank you for being
this
here.
Beautiful beard.
Yes, thank you. Extra special shout out to Juice for the gift, and to everybody else. We appreciate every minute you spend here with us. Fucking Tony Khan.
Well, I was about to say, absolutely, folks. If you've been here for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 months plus, what have you at this point, 100% appreciate you. Shout out. Absolutely. We made it through 2022 on to 2023, but absolutely be a friend, tell a friend. Whether you can make it there live when we're doing the award show, drop a comment, drop a like, sit there and going back and watch it afterwards. Sit there and watch it, when you're sitting there having, Christmas dinner, or when you're sitting there, setting up the presents and everything like that. Just have us playing on in the background and everything like that.
Yeah.
But absolutely. Big shout out to everybody. Happy holidays. What? Merry Christmas. What? Happy Hanukkah. What? Happy Festivus. What? Happy Friday. What? Happy fucking winter. Everything. Happy.
Yes. And I do want to add, with the award show, any categories you feel like we missed, or any fucking winners that you completely disagree with, you fill up our comment box, not just the chat, but the comments. I want to see what people's opinion were on the year. It's so hard to go back through all the wrestling we covered. But like Nick said, what? No, that's it.
What? Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. So is Santa. Pause.
Santa's raw?
I should have said Santa's real, not raw. Pause. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all.
Coming down that chimney.
When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
For life. See you on the flip side, folks. Christmas Eve. Bye-bye.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. Holy shit.